And hello, welcome to the kimchicast for today's game of MSI Team Liquid versus T1. This is the kimchicast. I'm your host, Boxed Kimchi, as always, and we have ourselves a rematch of the rematch of. There's a couple more rematches in there somewhere, but Faker and Impact run it back again. Impact leading a new squad of, I don't know, I can't say misfits. They're not really misfits. They won the LCS. A new squad of liquideers. There's a word for a new squad for Team Liquid to take on his former teammate, which he won Worlds with, which is crazy to think that that both of them are still here 11 years after the fact. 11 years after winning their first world championship together, and only world championship Impact would actually leave for the LCK in 2015 in the Great Korean Exodus. And oh boy, they've met up a couple times. I don't actually know the head-to-head. I should check that. I want to check that. But we could do some other stuff before that. I actually don't know if there is a on their head-to-head. No, okay. There is not something I can find quickly about their head-to-head. But Team Liquid, here after a 3-1 of Fnatic, after getting 3-0'd by Genji. It was a tough time for all of us. Or not Genji, 3-0'd by Top Esports, yes. And T1, 3-2 G2, after coming back from 2-1 down, and then get 3-1 by BLG. BLG just looked better. So T1 kind of underperforming here, even against a team that is expected to win in BLG. More were expecting them to either win it or take it to 5 at least, but they looked very poor. They looked not great against a team that they need to compete against if they're going to, or will need to beat again if they're going to win the MSI championship. So T1, the doubts are starting to creep in. Maybe they have fallen behind the rest of the world, and they will prove it that they have at least something left to prove against Team Liquid here. Is we see that Talia that decided the BLG T1 series. Knight took it, won game 1. Faker took it, won game 2. Knight takes it back on B1, wins game 3. It's banned out. They just crushed Faker in the draft. Like, BLG laid the blueprint of how to beat this T1 team, and it is put Faker in prison. Put this man behind the mid lane bars. Give him 7 to 8 bans and take away what he can play and diff his ass. That's gonna be hard still. I say that as if the rest of T1 aren't extremely talented and Faker was the only reason they lost or won games. No. Coincidence more than anything. Senekench, I don't like it. I think they can use it to beat TL, but I don't know. I think this is kind of falling back into bad habits for T1. Relying on this signature pick. I think it is kind of, if we saw PSG do it and it failed miserably. Ooh, Ornn. Okay, this actually decision. Obviously, there's going to be no Ziggs. This is not the Ziggs bot lane meta anymore, and they already have APA's Asol locked in, and you can't really move Asol anywhere else. He's not a very movable champion. He's very much a mid laner and infrequently a bot support champion in solo queue, but never in competitive play. It's going to be the Cassante into the Ornn. Okay. I think T1 are over-relying on Senekench. I don't know if they're over-relying on the Talia, because it's kind of hard to over-rely on a champion that's in the meta. Always meta. Or not always meta, but is defining the mid lane meta for the tournament. Like Ori, Trist, Tali, Azir, always. Occasionally Ari, and Corki, but those champions, like, those are just the signature the going to be the key champions of the tournament. Senekench are good, but there's still better bot lanes, and I think T1 probably need to get off of this Senekench. I just think it's one of the worst picks they run. Though if they run Senna Ornn, I think it can be a little bit better, but I just generally want to see Zeus on that Ornn to get them a lead as the Vayne banned away. Vayne slowly rising in priority as more teams are realizing they need to take down this Cassante. He's just such a problem. Cassante is so above 500 this tournament. He's determined a handful of series by himself, and teams are starting to remove his counters. Some teams like G2 get his counters banned by default. Some of them just have to ban away the Vayne because they don't really have a Zac in them. But Zeus does have a Zac in him. Or can play Zac. Oops. And this would be really interesting, actually. As Umpty on Jarvan. Okay. I'm just... No. Why do they want this pick? Okay, Xin Zhao. I was gonna say, why would they want a Bel'Veth here? Jarvan, Lee Sin, Xin Zhao. I can see all of those champions being super useful here. Why would you want a Bel'Veth? Champion pretty much requires you to fight at Rift Herald and Void. Like, you need to fight at Rift Herald and win. If you lose the fight at Rift Herald, you are so behind for the rest of the game. And this is going to be Keria on the Ornn. Let's go. We saw some play. Ooh. Broken Blade taking the Camille, beating 3-6, not 3-6, no. 3-6-9 into the dirt on the Camille Cassante matchup. And this would be an interesting jungle pick here. I could see it working. But, oh, baby. T1 have learned. G2 ran this Poppy against them. They're going to run it into Team Liquid here. They have such a good comp into it, too. All 4 of the champions they have drafted so far can get steadfasted. And if they make a Galio, it's going to be 5. And Owner's going to be having a field day, just pressing the W key. This would be interesting, but I don't know if this would be a good lock-in. And it's going to be the Alistar. So still 5 champions that can get steadfast presence. This is going to be really hard. Juicy, yeah, I was going to say, this should be carry on it because they need someone to farm, and I don't think Camille's a good matchup into Kalista particularly. Ornn is at least tanky enough to just survive for a really long time. The benefit is, carry is going to be left alone after a while, as well as Goom is going to be playing the support role this game. So carry is going to actually level up. And it's basically a double top lane comp for T1 here. I don't love Senna, though. I think they need to get a carry. I just really think they need to get an AD carry that Goom is going to carry on. Carry on. That's not intentional. I like the Team Liquid comp. It's pretty standard. The ASOL is a bit more outside the box, but ASOL's still very strong. But I don't know if teams... I don't think Team Liquid were expecting a Poppy here because really it was only G2 showing that they were going to be consistently picking the Poppy, but now T1 have shown it, and I think a lot more teams have just been made aware that they need to answer this champion, that they need to ban it or they need to draft around it. And that's kind of the thing a lot of teams are going to have to adapt to. This is kind of the thing that we see every tournament is certain picks are going to start becoming meta more and more as the tournament goes on, just because people are finding a new answer to things. Or not a new answer. The Poppy answer has been a thing for a while, but people are finding out answers that they can play more comfortably that they maybe weren't planning to into the turn. Like, most teams weren't planning on picking and banning Poppy, but now they're going to have to. Most teams probably weren't planning on picking Camille until Cassante just became unbeatable. Like, Vayne and Camille have skyrocketed in value because of how goddamn strong Cassante is. Would we have seen Camille? Maybe once or twice. Would we have seen Vayne? No. Very likely not. His owner face checking into Umpty and Core JJ. Faker's here. But APA coming in as well. And that's just going to be flash out of owner. He has Hex Flash, so it's not the worst. But not a great situation. Is Guma going to farm a stack really quick off of APA? Team Liquid can just completely take away this blue side now because of the pressure. They're lane swapping as well, so this is going to be Zeus just leaving. Zeus is just gonna dip out and actually have to wait for Team Liquid to show because he doesn't know where they are right now. He can assume they're in top lane, or not in top lane. He can assume they're in their top side, but he actually can't prove anything. Is the dangerous part. Is Guma gonna get a nice root here, and that's gonna allow Faker to throw in an extra stone or two. And Carrier just going to actually do what the top laner is supposed to be doing. Zeus is in the middle of no man's land still. He's kind of delaying. He's waiting for APA to push forwards because TL have no vision of their own jungle. APA forced to flash out as Zeus has been hanging around his topside jungle for so long. Everyone just assumed he was with Owner, but now Zeus spotted on Vision, so now they know he's actually with Owner. But even then, what is Impact going to do? He has a W. The rest of T1 are rotating down. This is going to be a dive onto the enemy top laner. TL won't be able to get anything, really, as Owner is just going to stop Impact from really doing anything. If he tries to dash, he dies here. And Impact able just barely to get away with a potion there. And T1 are going to start sieging. And same with TL in the top lane. Will start sieging. They won't split anything with Impact, though. Impact still was recalling in the bot side. And that is a huge wave in the top lane that anyone is missing out on. It's going to be Zeus who's losing out the most. As that is a 3-wave stack gone. And there's the jump onto Owner. There's the flick with the seismic shove. And it's going to be Guma picking up first blood. T1 coordinate their dive so well. And they are just winning as Zeus actually going to be bot side now. So we have a flipped map now. So the lane swamp is over, but the flip map is going. We have the bot lanes in top lane. And we will have the top laners in bot lane right now. We'll see if TL keep this going. As Yon, the shit name for Yon, eh? If Yon is going to take his reset here and have Impact back and TP to the top side. But it doesn't seem so, because why would Yon want to play into something like a Camille when he could play into something like Ornn? They can barely contest him for most of the lane. APA dodges away from the seismic shove. Here comes Core. And Guma. The support's back now. And there's the dodges from Impact and Zeus. Nothing surprising. As Umti's here as well. T1 need to be careful. They don't know that Umti's here, as there's the flash engage from Faker. Owner's here, and he's just waiting to press the W key, but he doesn't even need to do it. He's going to use it for move speed, as Owner picks up the kill onto APA, and they're going to keep punishing the Space Dragon. Team Liquid need to pull the trigger on a play. They don't know Umti's here, but T1 are playing cautious. And so, Umti's just going to have to settle. Umti's just going to have to settle for the enemy jungle instead of any kills. And look at this. APA is getting outfarmed by the top laners. The top laners weren't in the lane for the first 3 minutes, man. They are punishing APA. They want to keep him behind. They know he's a core part of Team Liquid's game plans. They know that if they let this Ace-Ult get fed, it's going to be a problem. Carrier should be able to be fine here. Buffers out the CC. Tanks the Q and just ease away to safety. Doesn't have the teleport, but doesn't really need to worry about anything here. Is Zeus going to continue to just harass Impact in this matchup? And Umti and Owner are here now. And Owner needs to be pretty careful. There's not much he can do. He didn't block the Steadfast, so a lot of damage still coming through from Umti. And he's just going to get not going to get the smite. He's going to get the big bird, though. Or he's going to get the 2 small birds, as they should know that Owner's in this. And they're going to start the grubs instead. TL need to keep playing back. They're really, really in a bad spot here. APA isn't really able to rotate. Faker has ulti. There's nothing TL can really do besides walk at T1 and hope they back off. As Faker taking the reset here, he's going to be able to back him TP, though, if he wants. But this should just be a 2-1 split. Yep, carry is pushed in. T1, fine with taking 1 grub. As Yawn? Are they going to Fates call this, is the question. No. His owner is gonna flash for the steadfast presence on APA. There's the push with the heroic charge. Faker picks up APA. And that's going to be 0-3 on the Space Dragon. And T1 continuing to punish APA. They have ignored everybody else. They're letting Yawn farm. They're letting Impact and Zeus play lane. They will not let APA play this game, though. 0-3. He has the Merc Treads. He is poor. He is a broke boy. And here comes Keria. Yawn forced to flash due to the Ornhorn. Now, T1 in a pretty good spot. 2,000 gold ahead in just under 8 minutes. I'll give him the under 8. And this is going to be really clean. They have 2 key targets really strong now with 3 takedowns each. Faker has takedowns, which is going to let him set up pretty early. Core just going to threaten Zeus there, and it's going to be a quick hook shot to safety instead. Zeus is teleport, so he can answer to top lane if Impact starts pushing this out, but I don't even think he needs to TP here. He can if he wants, but he can also just hold it. He won't have it back until a little after the upgrade, so you should have it at 11-ish. And will mean that T1 can't really do anything with Zeus unless they play around the top side, but he's also on the Void Grub side, so he should be fine anyways. Drake started by Team Liquid, pretty uncontested. Owner just going to take this time to steal camps away from Umti. And again, running at APA. And he will be able to just get out safely. But he's still just zoned. Oh, Zeus going to get a little bit of the juggle there from Impact, but should be fine. Is APA going to get Seismic shoved there? Does not tank the big rock blocked by the minions. And look at the black hole. The black hole is way too strong, or is really strong. I say way too strong. I don't think it's particularly on its own that bad. And blah, blah, blah. But really good at stalling the waves out. That is going to be APA's real strength, is stalling these waves at this point because of how far behind he is. He doesn't even have transform yet. He's not even at 50 stacks. Seismic shove connects again, though. Baker going to throw in 2 threaded volleys there. As the skies don't descend, the star falls, and it gets no one. It's going to at least help APA clear out this wave so we can reset again. Carry is level 7. This is kind of the thing. Carry is just going to be solo laning. It's the benefit of Senna Kench, Senna Nautilus, Senna Ornn. Just they are able to sit and constantly catch waves and pretty much be a second top laner. Owner over the wall. Umti unspotted. Umti spotted. Cleared out vision, I believe. That was in his own jungle. Footage. That's onto owner, so they know owner's here. But Umti gonna get stacked. 23 now for Guma. The ground, that did not look right. As there's the engage from Impact. Is he gonna commit to much more? No, just going to keep chunking out Zeus and reset, or not resetting, and leaving him. T1 need all 3 of these if they want the Void Mites. They need at least 2 to deny Team Liquid the Void Mites, and they should be able to do that pretty easily. Already have the first one down, and second one's going to follow shortly after. TL are starting to rotate up, but it's a little too late as there's the all-out onto Zeus, and they will not pick up one. Core gets ejected, but gets the kill with the wind becomes lightning. T1 set that up so well, but it's not going to be enough. Crescent guard, nice play there to deny the damage from Faker and Owner. And now Guma getting run at. Guma forced to ghost away. TL will split this 3-for-3, no Void Mites. But most importantly, T1 get what they want, but they lose a lot for it, as there's Carrier being jumped on. The Ignite out from Carrier. Nice buffer on Impact's Q3 with the Bellows, and will be able to get away with his life. Cassante Gaming can't stop Ornn Gaming. Cassante could do all the things he wants. He's hitting an Ornn. And Carrier just gonna teleport back to top lane. Doesn't care. Nice sidesteps. He has a lot of value. This is kind of this is of course very good by Impact to set up this play. Just got the wall there. Great flash from Zeus. Great eject here, but they weren't ready for Umpty. Umpty was prepped, ready to set up this kill just in case of emergency. It works out very well for Team Liquid. They're back within 2K as Umpty, forced to flash away from Zeus's hook shot. T1 still controlling the pace of the game. And Guma going to continue stacking. 31 now. Looking to just keep this going. As long as they can get their setup pretty beefy, this would be good. They've done this before. They'll do it again. They really like this setup. As I don't think you get stealth while backing. It'd be really cool if you did. It's not like Twitch if you could buffer it properly. And where is the angle for TL? They've had some plays. That was a really good play in top lane, actually. Impact is kind of just doing his own thing. But this A-Soul is going to be really far behind. Still hasn't been able to upgrade to the Sky's Descend. Yapped in America. They're coming up with new ones for APA, bro. As Umpty, nice catch out from Owner. Crescent guard force. Carrier's going back in. Here comes the Horn. It's not going to connect, though. But that's going to be a lot of damage coming out. But the skies don't descend. The star falls. It catches Guma and Owner, though. Faker's here now. They're jumping in onto Core. Nice double stomp with the steadfast presence. But Yawn has picked up Owner. Impact has found Guma Yoshi. It's a double kill for Yawn. And Team Liquid fight back. And T1 don't have an answer. Zeus doesn't teleport down. And TL take full advantage of that. And this Callista is a problem now. 2,000 gold ahead of Guma. And even factoring in the fact that he's actually not landing it. This was such a good catch out onto Umpty. But Crescent Guard, great Blast Cone. But this Horn getting denied is huge. Great Dawning Shadow. They eject Impact for as long as they can, but Zeus doesn't teleport. He's getting the turret. Owner's way mispositioned now. Good double ground, but it's too late. And then Guma, no chance of escaping here. He didn't flash. He got ultied before he could flash out. And Team Liquid have fought back. They've beaten T1 before. They'll do it again. Have they beaten T1? Actually, I don't think they have. We'll look into that, among other things. But the Rift Herald still goes in favor of not Team Liquid, of T1. They didn't. They beat IG. That's still pretty good, not gonna lie. But the gold diff, still about 400 in favor of the Team Liquid bot lane, thanks to that double kill. Otherwise, TL still pretty behind, thanks to APA getting absolutely smacked up in the T1 hating APA's guts. As far as I can tell, Okay, it is obviously because they know APA is a threat that they probably would like to deal with sooner rather than later, so they put him really behind. And as long as they can outpace him, actually, they should be fine, but APA always having that Sky's Descent going to be a threat. Still going to be a threat, even if he's not doing a ton of damage, just has the Sky's Descent available every once in a while. That is an issue that T1 will have to deal with. Area almost at that rank 2 Ornhorn, but still a few levels away from the upgrade. But getting juggled right now. Here comes Faker. Ornhorn out. The denial from Owner is so huge, but Faker forced to flash over the wall as Jan is looking for him. And Core goes in with the Fate's Call. The Skies Descend, and Impact has killed off Faker. And they're chasing down Carrier and over the wall onto Owner. Carrier able to get out with 1 health. Owner able to dissuade T, and Team Liquid win this fight 1-0, and they're still back within 1,000 gold. And T1 tried to get the jump as hard as they could. They tried to jump there. They could not get it, though. But now Jan, going forwards, has a ton of damage. Especially onto someone squishy like Guma. Oh, Carrier should just need to... Doesn't have flash, actually. Carrier should be fine to stay here, though, for at least a couple more seconds, but he's going to fall eventually. The Dawning Shadow is not in time. There's the seismic shove there onto Umti. Umti's going to be 1 health. He's going to be able to survive. APA's running away, and Faker is no Weaver's Wall to chase. T1 cannot get a play here. And Team Liquid are surprisingly in this game as we are coming back to dead even in gold. Shocking. Okay. What? Okay, they get Umti. And then this ulti deny. Oh, that denial there from T1 was so good. But Core, great flash engage. It wasn't even a Fate's Call. I assumed it was, but no. The flash engage from Core JJ was so huge there. To pick up Faker there. Or to pick up Faker. Massive. Huge, big plays from Team Liquid right now. They are showing out against a big opponent. They are the last vestige of North America. And they've pretty much only beaten Fnatic. They've only beaten Fnatic here, and they didn't really come close to beating Top Esports at all. So, really, to most, they've yet to show up. They've beaten the 2 seed. They've only faced 2 seeds at this tournament. Guma gonna get chunked for half his health. Or not for half his health, sorry. Guma gonna get chunked by the Pierce. It's what I don't even know how I got to half health. It's a single Pierce from a not lethality Kalista. It's not that much damage. Teal only faced 2 seeds. I'm just noticing that. They've only faced 2 seeds. Top into Fnatic, into T1. Only 2 seeds this tournament. They need to beat one of them, maybe. Well, they did beat one of them. Fnatic. Team Liquid going to go to Soul Point, actually. Really huge for Yon specifically, and particularly pretty much only Yon. Maybe Umti gets something out of it, but that's really it. He's not playing lethal tempo. Xin Zhao, like I had yesterday in my games, I don't even know. Oh, Asol's gonna love it, even though he doesn't really need the attack speed. Oh, Carrie just gonna throw out the exhaust to get his spells back. Got flash up soon. There you go. Flashback. Is Faker gonna get jumped on? And Faker. Owner and Umti staring each other down. There's the dash. There's the 3-point strike going through. Umti's just gonna get healed to full and leave. Sundered Sky, baby. Ooh. And Rift Herald's coming down mid here as there's the catch out onto Umti. The Ornhorn doesn't connect, though. The Fates call out to safety. Core will be able to get out with his life. Hextech ultimatum used on Umti now. And here comes the Rift Herald. Yon dodges the Dawning Shadow and gets hit by Zeus's hook shot off the top rope. And it's going to be 3-0 in favor of T1. And the mid turret and the Baron will come off of this. And T1 answer back to Team Liquid hard. And they will grab this first Baron. And unless APA has some hero plays, enemies already used the Sky's Descend. and the falling star in this case. There's no chance TL answer this back. And the flash away from APA. He's trying to just run for his life. As Baron is officially down. Now Zeus will fall to Impact, but I think that's about all they'll get. Team Liquid at least get one Baron off of T1, but it's going to be at the cost of Impact losing his life. And Team Liquid are going to need to find answers as they get absolutely outplayed here. Recalling in the enemy jungle. Zeus finds him. An instant Crescent Guard means that flash for flash, they stomp the Ornhorn coming through, which is something. It was Falling Star, so he still has Sky's Descent coming up. Okay, got it. And Core, maybe, but Faker actually really smart use of the Rift Herald here to stomp any potential kills from coming on. Jan can't rend him if he's not on the Rift. So Faker very well played there to deny Core and Jan any potential kills. And now 5,000 gold behind. Or 4.5. Whatever. As and Carry have found each other. Disengage. Oh, is it 13 or 14? I think it's 13. Actually, don't remember the exact level for the passive. Level 13, his first legendary, yes. His first legendary gets upgraded. Then 14 through 17, he gets it for the team. 14, 16, 14, 15, 16, 17. He doesn't get anything at level 18 anymore. Because what you used to get at level 18 was another upgrade for yourself. Like, man, that used to be so cool. That used to be so cool. Ooh. Sorry, I was distracted again. TL are just trying to deny the push right now. That's really all they can afford to do. It's going to be really interesting to see as Carrier has upgrade. I don't think he has an upgradable item. You can't upgrade Hollow and you can't upgrade. Yeah, you can't upgrade that. So this bot tier 2 will be the first to fall of all the tier 2s on the Rift as Zeus. Gonna get slowed by APA here. Teleport coming in from Faker though. And that's gonna be the pretty much the denial of that play. And Ornhorn going to connect onto APA. Fate's Call used. Going forwards. That's not going to be good, but Crescent Guard's going to save him. Sky's Descent will hit 3. That's just all burned to keep Team Liquid on the Rift, and they don't even get anything out of it. Faker's the only one really low right now, and they're going to give this top tier 2 in response. Dude, how do I view the Masterwork items? These are just all the items. Okay. Zeus is... What is going on here? Finally spots him. So APA, they know they got to go for this. There's the hook shot right onto APA. Fourth Drake goes over to Team Liquid. So the soul's denied. Zeus, half health. I don't think he's going to survive this. There's the Hextech ultimatum. He's going to try and kill APA. He will. And Jan going to pick up the kill in the end. But holy cow. And now Team Liquid kind of just have to give over their tier 3 here, though. That's going to be a huge issue. And that is so big. 4T1. They give over 1 kill. They go 1 for 1 in exchange for the mid... Just all the mid structures. There's no more mid structures on the Rift for Team Liquid. Massive. Is there any other... There's only 1 item he can upgrade right now? Are you kidding me? Not level 14, though. And they try to get Zeus here. They think they can get him. It's 2v1. But he has so much healing. He has so much damage. And that shield definitely saved him. Just gets away. Yon does pick up the kill in the end. That's really it. As Owner's running away right now. We'll get the extra move speed from Guma and should be able to leave perfectly fine. Team Liquid are looking for control around this Baron right now because they can get a lot out of it. No, Ornn still doesn't have an item he can get. There's 3 items now that Ornn can upgrade. Who will Keria go for first? Has Zeus, Owner, and Faker right now as options. Guma doesn't have an item yet. I don't know what Guma would go. And it's going to be... Actually, okay, it's going to be Faker. Gonna be Faker. That's a lot of damage. The Death Crown gives a lot. If you... Oh, my eye itches. Oh my god. Oh, and TL have no vision of this. And T1 just going to go for the Baron. There's the wall coming through. T1 love doing this, by the way. They will just 50-50 Baron anytime they can. Keeper's Verdict not going to hit anything, but they should have the smite here. The flash from Umti not going to get into the pit. Core, flash Q misses. That's the Fate's call out to safety. Falling Star is only going to land onto Faker. APA trying to just yell at someone to get them to die. Core is on the wrong side of the rift, and Core might have to be sacrificed here to Owner. As the rest of the fight breaking out, they're jumping in onto Umti, and Guma's going to find that kill through the Crescent Guard. Here comes Zeus as well. And Core is looped all the way around. Where is Zeus? He's teleported onto APA's. Guma's going to pick up Core JJ here. And then teleport back in for Faker now. T1 just taking apart Team Liquid in this one. Faker's going to take out APA. Impact is going to get Seismic Shove. Double kill for Faker. And Yon's running to the wrong side of the rift. And it's not going to be enough. He maybe gets Guma here. But Owner's here to shut it down. Teleporting in is Keria. It's the ace for T1, and that's going to be game number 1 as well. TL put up a good fight, but it's not enough to do anything to T1. And they're going to need to fight back in game number 2. And T1, it was a little scary for a little bit. There were a few moments where it was, are they doing this? But they pull it back in the end. Really center? Oh. Yeah, that's center. And T1 denied Team Liquid a mid-game comeback to cruise to a double Baron finish. Ow. My knee almost destroyed my knee right there. Whoa. Death Crown is 190 AP. Death Crown, there we go. Death Crown, 190 and same passive. Okay. That's just more AP. Anyways. Team Liquid had a rough early game. APA put in the dirt by Faker, Owner, and at one point Guma, but Guma gave up. It was just Faker and Owner after a while. But they didn't really need that deficit. Well, they did need the gold from it, but APA actually kind of recovered a little bit, got a little bit more value than maybe you would have liked from a very behind ASOL. But even from that, it really didn't matter, as oh my god, they put so much emphasis. Looking back at it, like, it looks so odd, but looking back at it, they put so much into APA. First play, before the Drake even, or before the game even started, Guma was mid trying to harass APA during T1's early invade. And then Guma comes back to throw a root down and allow Faker to throw the trade. to throw more trade into him. And then Zayas comes in and gets the flash out of APA. And then the 3-man dive happens. And oh my god, yeah. T1 put so much value into getting APA behind, and it eventually paid off. But Team Liquid, it kind of felt like T1 were struggling way more than they should have in the early game, or in this mid game as well. They were pretty ahead, and it was just one team fight that Team Liquid needed to put themselves in some kind of control of the game. And then suddenly, I mean, yeah, suddenly T1 were just constantly taking these bad fights. But yeah, they're going to show this fight where they got the 3, which eventually ended the game. But the fact Team Liquid were even in a position to almost have a chance at winning this game is just kind of a scary thing. And I think, did he? Faker killed Core with the Rift Herald. Faker killed Core by running him over with the Rift Herald. Damn. Brutal. But it is... I don't think TL are going to get... It's kind of the PSG angle. Like, with PSG, it was game 1. TL, it's game 1 against a team you are heavily... like, the other team, heavy favorites. That is probably your best chance to throw that team off their game because they're not going to get any worse. And now that they know how you're going to try and play it out, they're more prepared for you in game 2. And that is the worrying thing for Team Liquid, is that T1 now know how they want to play. And they already kind of knew because they put APA down early. They knew APA is the heavy carry of this team. And now they know, if we just keep putting focus into APA, you guys pretty much can't play the game anymore. And TL are going to have to prove T1 wrong to put more resources elsewhere, or else they're just going to keep giving Faker as many advantages as they can. They're going to keep sending Owner mid. They're going to have Guma playing roaming 80. They're going to have Guma or carry constantly roaming mid to try and burn as much as they can from APA to get him as little value as possible. And get Faker at certain points up 30 CS. Like, this guy had the cushion that anyone could have dreamed of. The ultimate cushion in lane. The gold buffer. And eventually, actually, it was on Yon. Yon. I call him Yon. That's how I heard it. I think that's how I'm going to keep saying it. We're going to roll with it. But that was kind of TL's best shot, is Yon picking up that pair of kills in the later part of the early game. Kind of mid-game. It's a bit odd. But TL kind of need to play around Yon because APA is not going to get to play the game. So TL gonna have to adjust strategies a little to get the ADC a little more fed. Maybe get Impact or on champions they can carry a little harder on because they're going to need it. So... because APA is not going to be able to play this series as long as T1 have a say in it, or until they're proven otherwise. So, T1 up 1-0 against Team Liquid. Will we see them fight back, or will we see a quick 2-0 lead for T1? I will see you for game number 2. And we are back. Team Liquid down 1-0 to T1 as we are straight into the draft. It was a pretty quick game. Few mistakes from T1 in that mid game, giving over the advantage to Team Liquid for a little bit, letting Yon get back into the game. But after that, smooth sailing, T1 coordinate a beautiful catch out of in their own jungle, which leads to a trio of kills for T1. And they just instantly called it. They called the Baron, and the game ended from there. And now, TL need to find a response. Same exact bans, pretty much. APA going to be taken off the Tristana. Lucian taken away from Yon. Senna going to be taken away because they think that Team Liquid are going to try and snipe it here. And that's going to... well, welcome back to BLG T1. We have a Talia series. Talia-centric series. And not really surprised to see that. It is kind of exactly what happened to... It's exactly what happened. You got to take away Faker's options, though I think they didn't commit enough to getting rid of Faker's options. They're a bit afraid of carry as Ashe, which, I mean, yeah, I would be afraid of it too. But when it comes to getting rid of Faker, you kind of got to go all in. There's no half measures to getting rid of the best player of all time. You gotta go full send. Surely T1 go full send. As this would be wild. This is going to be Carrier's Kalista support. We've seen it and it's still crazy. Carrier on Kalista. We've seen him do this already. We've seen him do it plenty of times at home, and we've seen him do it now internationally. This guy is just a hodgepodge of odd picks. This is Nautilus locked in for Core JJ already. And are they going to snag a bot laner here? That is kind of the thing here. RTL going to snag a bot lane, or are they going to allow themselves to get further banned out? And they're going to take the K'Sante. They're going to take the K'Sante again. I'm interested, but what? And Faker's Ari seems to be the response here. So now what is the angle? Sorry, I was distracted. The bad Pokemon patch notes, or the stupid Pokemon patch notes, have given Shedinja 1 extra health, and that actually breaks Shedinja and makes him so strong. Makes him actually way better. Sejuani taken away from Umpty, and it's actually okay. Nah, while we're doing the ban, like that's actually hilarious. That giving a Pokemon with 1 HP 2 HP instead makes him broken. Poppy taken away from Team Liquid here. T1 already know what a Poppy can do to their very dash heavy comp. Like whenever they take a Kalista, Ari, K'Sante, Camille, like any of those, Lucian, they know to get rid of the Poppy at this point because more and more teams are picking up on it and are practicing it now in between sets because of how strong G2 have made it look, and pretty much how good it is at shutting down half of the field. Shuts down. Oh, piss. That's my finger. Shuts down Xin Zhao, Kalista, Ari, Trist, Sedge, doesn't shut down Maokai. It'd be very funny if Maokai's punch counted as a dash and it just grounded you for hitting him. Nautilus, Alistar, like every champion with Engage pretty much. Or Kalista's existence, because that was a kind of cool design, and now she's just like, no, you can't even move while autoing. Poppy's a problem. Jarvan locked in for owner here. Going to be really good, actually, to set up a lot of these plays for T1. I think they still need an actual engage piece for Zeus, and they should grab that. As Lisa taken for Umpty now. They need an engage piece that also counters K'Sante. So I'm thinking Zac is the angle here, actually, for Zeus. I don't see anything really wrong with that angle. They need some big tank right now to support their triple squishy and bruiser. What? Okay. First Samira of the year. And they're not even going to go for engage. They're going to go for They're going to go for Vayne. What the hell? What? Oh my god. Hold on. Gold GG, baby. Hold on. Is this the first Samir of the year? No. Who the hell has played it this year? 0-4. Not a good start. All in the LPL. All of them have lost. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Otherwise, season 13, it's been played before. I don't think it has a very high win rate. No, it does not. Very. And season 11 was crazy. Just like, oh my god. Okay. Sure. Fifth Calista of the year. First one outside of the LPL. Still in China, though. So the fifth Samira that we've seen from China in China. Her priority is just year after year. First year, or well, second season, because she was released like in the weird spot. So people were learning her. Then she got really good. And then slowly more people stopped playing her as the bot lane meta shifted. And now she's basically untouched. And now we have our first international Samira in what I'm willing to bet is 2 years. But I could be wrong. What the? Okay. Yep. Last Samira game on the international stage was the Istanbul Wildcats. Holy Phoenix played into RNG at the World's 2022 play-ins. No international games in 2023. And somehow we've got it in 2024. First international Samira in 1.5 years. Holy, man. God damn. Really bright, actually. Didn't notice how bright it is. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I was like, I'm really pale on this. Anyways, T1 invading and stealing away the red buff of Team Liquid. They know this, so actually they're going to rotate over and try and grab this. It's not going to be in time. Owner's going to continue going forwards here. Right into Umpty. Owner's got the flash in a second if he's not careful. Carry's coming in. But there's the damage coming in from Impact, and that's first blood. But here comes Zeus. And that's going to be Carrier picking up the kill onto Umpty there in response. That's 1 for 1, 100 gold in favor of Team Liquid, though. And Core's just going to ward the enemy jungle. They're going to know where the reset's coming in as well. And Core's going to bother Owner here, as he's been hooked in by Core, but it shouldn't be that big of a threat. It's Core JJ. And Owner just has to go to his blue side now. And this can be 3 quadrants for Umpty. And Yon is going to be so fine with this. He's going to be super okay with this. He's going to be sitting up in top lane farming. Oops. There you go. I actually do need one more thing, and I want to check. Oh, I know. There's no way to check how to pronounce his name. God. I maybe just wanted the pronunciation of the correct pronunciation of it. Anyways, 2 platings gone in the bot lane now, split between the triple ADCs of T1. They're barely damaging this thing anymore. Look at the ticks of the turret. It's not even taking damage. You're not supposed to be at 3 plates already. Umpty gonna land a Sonic Wave onto Faker and nothing. Owner's coming down. This is gonna be a 4v3. It's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a clown fiesta. As Faker is teleporting topside, so they're starting to set up the reset to normality. They are resetting here, as Zeus is going to cover mid for a little bit, as Faker is covering top lane. That is the teleport from Impact up into the top lane as well. And there's the Frog, Nico Frog. T1 are resetting. Faker going to be perfectly fine to just keep this going, as there's a Q3 coming in, but there's a Q3. Yeah, piracy or something like that. Ace is going to drop this cannon, isn't he? No. Okay, they set this up, actually. Zeus really good on the clear there, as Faker's going to take his reset. Unless Impact checks this, and Impact is checking this. So, all right. Just farming up right now. Faker can't take his back, though, because this wave is actually pushing in again. Oh. Impact going to keep pushing in Faker. There's no reset angle for Faker. He's just going to walk back down because Zeus was in a reset angle. As getting jumped on there. And now Faker's here. Here comes APA, though. Forcing the flash out of Owner. And Faker's just going to keep going until he has to flash. And that's going to be 2 flashes for Team Liquid. Now Team Liquid are in control of this game. They've been maintaining this pace. You can see the 6s coming through for TL a bit earlier. Stick audio. Thanks for fixing the audio, Rito. That was a legendary. I don't want to see what the chat's saying because it's so funny. Blade Grubs 4, Team Liquid, and T1 going to be grabbing the first Drake here. So IBB 3, it's actually only going to be 2. Umti's coming down to Dragon. Huh. Or not going to commit anything here. Are you serious? Unspotted. Owner in a... just slams himself into the nearest wall and just resets. As APA going to get charmed off. That's a huge amount of damage from Faker. Oh, potion of minion damage. The 5 extra damage to minions. As there's Impact. Q3 available. There's the all-out. Zeus running away. Nice condemn. And he has the final hour now. But TL still in control. About 500 gold ahead. Team Liquid trying to push their advantage here. But Umti spotted out, so T1 know to actually just wait. And they're going to flag and drag onto him, and that's instantly Umti half health. But there is a lot of potential here. As Faker's here as well. Still has the Spirit Rush. They don't have the Weaver's Wall to just cut off T1. Carrier going to take a huge chunk right there. Seismic shoved in, and that's going to be the engage yawn already in there. And there's the ulti forcing out the flash of Guma. But T1 going to keep getting harassed here. 1 health for Guma. 11 health. Oh my god. 1 for nothing still, and now it's a 1,300 gold lead for Team Liquid. This is going really, really well for them, actually. Carrier just doesn't answer the size, or doesn't respect the seismic shove potential, and gets absolutely bodied. And T1 are just gonna keep, Team Liquid are just gonna keep the gas on. Good block of the charm there. Gets the flash out of Guma. How does he? And then, oh, 7 health. Oh, not even close. If you're solo queue, not even close. Type that. I still don't understand how the pathing of this thing works, of the Sentinel. It's just a mess. This is just a mess. Spotted out Haven't spotted out Core JJ, though. They just have to give over the blue buff. They can't answer this. Yon has ulti. has ulti. Owner does too, but there's not much they could do with that. Look at all that blockage. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Impact is just... Oh my god, the farm is so sad here. As Impact is just going to keep the pressure on Zeus. Zeus going to answer back in kind. Doesn't really have any damage yet, though. If he's rushing Storm Razor, he's really going to not have any damage. Unspotted, but now actually spotted. And there's the kick over the wall. Owner is overcommitted. Good charm, though. Flash out to safety from Owner. And Owner, I don't know what that one was. I'm not sure what his plan was there. If that doesn't hit, there's so many things that could go wrong. If that doesn't hit, he's just dead almost. Almost certainly dies if he doesn't hit that. And the gold lead's still not really that big as... Ooh, nice block. And Impact going forwards. Has the Q3 available. Q3 not going to be used on a human. Going to be used on the wave. And they can actually keep this jungle pressure up. This would be absolutely huge as here comes former Reddit Breon member. Or okay, bro. Is it okay, man, bro? Right now... I believe also former Chin. Oh, we're gonna do some research during this game. That's what we'll do today. Do some research. Alright, Owner rotating up. Yeah, he's a former Jinner and Reddit Breon. I was right. Reddit Breon, but we called him Reddit Breon because Reddit liked them a lot. Owner going to grab this last Void Grub instead of letting TL possibly get the 3 and eventually turn that into a 4 spawn. And in response, Team Liquid will grab their first Drake, second of the series. They got smacked in the Drake's last game. It was not a good time. Or no, they had a lot of Drakes. They almost got Drake Soul. That's right. As there's not even going to be a second Drake. I don't know why they grabbed a lot. I mean, you grab it because you can. But what is T1's angle? It's not even that far out of reach. It's only a 1,000 gold. They need to start finding ways to actually close this level gap. As there's Guma getting the engage, and they found the response. Teleport in from Faker. Maybe they could grab something with it. Core going to dash to safety, but that's still going to get the charm to go through. Do they have the chase? The flash misses. Faker gets Core. JJ. And this is falling apart for Team Liquid. Back to even. Back to dead even in gold. Gets caught out by the chain of corruption. And then Core has to disengage. Faker's here. He chases him down. The flash absolutely whiffs. Brutal whiff on that. And now TL are going to have to play from a solid, from even footing. And that's not where you want to be if you are a massive underdog. As there's the engage. Huge Q. Great flag and drag. And then the ulti. Unnecessary as hell, but hit it. And he waits. Actually waits. A Core a little overeager on that one. Sick face plant. Wall plant? T1 punish the overextension from Team Liquid, and that is kind of what Team Liquid needed to do, is be aggressive, but it's not going to work for them. As Umti's up here. Umti can maybe go for it. I don't see why he would. APA is rotating to the bot side as this should be mid taking or bot taking over for mid here as Zeus forced a final hour. There's the kick coming out, and that's the flash forced out of Zeus. I think Umti could have played that a little bit cleaner. Probably should have actually went for an actual insect, but just went for the ward hop kick Q, which is, or Q kick Q, which is fine. But I do think he probably actually could have afforded to just go for the insect. Zayus had no flash. But they get everything out of Zayus there, but issue is Impact still loses. Nothing of Impact's fault. He's just in a terrible matchup. He's in an unfathomably bad matchup. There's a reason Vayne Prio has risen at this tournament and nowhere else. Maybe in China. They always like Vayne over there. It is Uzi's signature. As owners down here with Faker to clear out this bot tier 1. First turret's still on the Rift. We've been seeing some fast first turrets, so like I am just not at all. Like we've been seeing some 9 and 8 minute turrets this tournament because of the lane swap meta. But more normal turret timings here, still even in gold. Which if your TL is awful, and if your T1 is awful for 2 different reasons. For TL, you want to be ahead. For T1, you should be ahead of this team. For TL, it's, yes, impressive that they are even with a team that is probably very far ahead of them, but Core actually going to come over the wall. There goes APA and it's Guma all alone, but there's no committal. They don't really need to commit. They just disengage. They have the Rift Herald to charge, and they will get this turret. TL, a slight lead. Just going to keep stealing away. Guma going to at least grab some of the other birds, deny some money from Umti. Ooh. I will need to see if TL actually keep this up, because if TL can actually keep pace with T1 here, they're in a significantly better spot than they ever should be. Like a lot of people expecting this to be a 3-0, and TL are keeping it relatively close for where they are in this, where they should be in this series. Like, they are not on the level of T1 at all, but who knows? Team Liquid and MSI always merge. Well, the hook, not in time. I saw the angle they were going for. I respected it because he just got vision of that. So he was going to likely miss it. But damn, if that hook connected, it would have been hype. It would have been so cool if that hook landed. It doesn't. It doesn't, sadly, because fun hates us. But maybe they can keep this lead. If they can keep this lead on the Samira, that would actually be really valuable. Owners over the wall here hiding. They see the vision, and he doesn't steal it. Damn. Owner has to wait now for his flag, for his drag to come up, not his flag. And there's the cancel on the charm, and that's going to be Faker's ulti out. Impact playing it well, but that's Ghost out from Impact. Ooh. And Drake is up. These two teams want to fight for this. It's still not the most valuable Drake, so either side would be willing to give it up if needed. But it's going to be Team Liquid who started, at least. And they're going to disengage off it. Oh. Does he have the ward? Doesn't need it. Here's Impact instead. And it's going to go to Core JJ. And now 700 gold ahead for Team Liquid. They just burn this side. They will get a third tier. They will get the last tier 1 from T1. Oh, the emote. No, usually you just match ass. And trying to drop as many minions as possible. Oh, that's brutal. The cannon doesn't go down, but no one's going to answer this, so it's still fine. Keria and Guma are obviously mid, and Faker is a corpse. So they will be fine. Owner not going to be able to steal away any camp's impact here to dissuade. And it's just going to be Owner dipping. It's been doing this a while. And this is huge. Great flash here from Umti. And then Faker's in a terror. Yeah, no. Doesn't even go for the flash. This is third wave killed. That's crazy. Third wave killed. That's actually like, I hate saying like, but that is actually so unlikely. Miserable angle. Worst ending. You would really love for the 500 gold kill to go to your ADC or even your jungler who's playing Lee Sin. Hell, you'll take Cassante before you take Nautilus. Fine. Fine. 1k gold for Team Liquid. And hey, they're playing around Yon. So they're doing rather well for themselves. I said they need to do it, and they are. And APA is playing good. APA is doing what he needs to do. Trying to cope me right now. You guys trying to get me to huff the copium? Oh, owner has found APA though. And the shove, not going to be enough. APA doesn't want to flash. The wave's coming in, he would just get dove. And the hopium's gone. It's copium. It's all copium now. Sometimes. And the hopium is gone for Team Liquid fans. It is all copium now. It's all copium. We need it. Huff it. APA could not flash if he wanted to, as they're going to go for Zeus here. They're going to get the final hour out. And there's the... No, that's not Ghost. That's just final hour speed. You gain... That's a door. You get extra speed. So TL, behind about 300. That's not a huge gold deficit, though. It's very playable. The issue is, are Team Liquid going to be able to regain that gold back? Probably. It's going to fluctuate randomly, but are Team Liquid going to be able to get... That was really clean. Get rid of T1. They need to actually win another fight here to grab this. And that is more of a question than it is a certainty. Because TL are not T1. T1 very good at League. Kind of a reason they are very good. And most people expect them to win. Team Liquid are North American. Most people don't expect them to do well. But maybe they're on to the tier 2 for T1 now. And they're trying to siege this tier 2. Impact will be able to get back here in time. He's actually just going to run at Faker. APA in a brutal spot to teleport. Weaver's wall, though. As is way too deep. Runs to safety. Flash out. I think he actually gets out of there alive, but that is so much burned here. Team Liquid went for the play, but T1 were ready to respond. That's not a good start. That's not a good start here for this mid-late. This is still mid. I think it's kind of complicated. Mid-game and late game have really become like very mixed and very old. Like if you 25 to 30 minutes. Sure. I guess it's kind of complicated because the game is actually really really fast. Like late game used to mean 40 minutes. Like 30 plus to 40 minutes, but now it's 25. All right, Team Liquid, let's see what you got. You're able to keep the gold within 300, but it's going to be on Yon here, as there's the engage from Impact. And it's going to be a disengage, but here comes APA just splitting up the team. Impact's just going forwards. Impact's fighting into an owner, not an owner, fighting into a Jarvan and Ahri. He does not give a damn. He's fine. As they have found Umpty. They have locked him down. The kick will at least save him for now. But he has no flash this time to get away with the Cataclysm. But Yon is fighting one. He's got 2 of T1. Maybe this is the angle. It's a 2-for-1. But Zeus has so much damage. He's trying to dance around the edge of vision right now. He's running. There's the double forwards. Owner comes in. Yon flashes away. If Yon can get another one stacked, he'll get the triple. Shut down for Yon and Team Liquid have come in hard. They're coming hot and heavy. Hot and ready. God damn it. Words are hard. Yon triple kill. Oh my god. Deadly flourish. This man is unreal. The shield bow, like one of the worst items in the game consistently. Oh my god. I hate that item. It's so useless. But they thought they got Umpty, but Umpty just doesn't die yet. Owner doesn't have damage. Umpty has the Sundered Sky, so he survives. Just doesn't have the damage yet. And then 2 for 2. 2, count them, 2. And then Yawn flash away. He's ready though. Boom. This guy. And the hook connects. I think they might have overextended here as it's flash for flash. Nice block on the Chain of Corruption. There's the depth charge coming in. The rest of the team is going to come in now because the Drake is finished, but it's not going to matter. Fates call out to safety. Team Liquid have pretty much won this fight already. TL still down 200 gold, but they have Drake's soul point right now. They have a very fed Samira. 3 items on your 80 carry. This is where TL want to be. This Cassante is an issue for for T1 to deal with. So, but the thing is, Zeus is actually going to be something you have to answer to now. He doesn't just have a Storm Razor. He also has the Triforce. He has damage. Also, he deleted this turret. Or, that was Faker deleting the turret, but still. Tier 2 down in top lane. And so, TL need to start grabbing a lot more of the map control. As they're still looking for any tier 2s. Their tier 1 advantages aren't going to matter if they don't turn this into a tier 2 advantage. It's at some point, but it's going to be really difficult because T1 have insanely good wave clear with Guma and Faker. And Carrier. Steal away this Drake, though. That's a blue buff. Steal away this blue buff. My god. Yon 300, 2,000. My god, why can't I word today? 2,000 gold ahead of Guma. But Guma now 3 items as well. Now, Yell just trying to keep things pressured. They can keep the pressure up, they'll get somewhere. As this tier 2, so close to falling, but they just can't afford to send anyone to fight it right now. They'll eventually have APA grab this, as this is double recalls from T1. So this bot turret completely uncovered, but they don't have a wave. T1 actually played it very well. Oh, it's Death Cap from Faker. This is scary Ari. Terrifying Ari. And APA not really on pace to match it. Faker has 2 kills. Tier 2 will fall. No one grabs that local gold, but at least it is the turret down. They have something they can push out consistently now to create more pressure. Create a lot of pressure. As TL are starting to, yep, there's the dips and valleys of League of Legends. But TL starting to push out this top lane. They need someone to answer to this. They need to keep this bot lane pushed right now as APA is rotating up. They really should have impact on that bot. Because they really do want APA to have his wall to set up. If they do start this fight, so they really should have APA on the top side. And then have Yon in mid. Because Impact really just needs a TP. That's pretty much it. Impact needs to TP in when TL want to fight this. APA needs to be nearby already. By default, APA needs to be nearby so that they can have a disengage tool or a cutoff tool. But can APA... I mean, APA can answer to Zeus. Oh, they're gonna keep sending APA bot lane. Okay. But Death Cap finished now, so he's a little behind Faker, but still in a really good spot. 3 items on this AP on Talia. My God. I was gonna say no Malignance because I just remember Malignance was recommended on Talia for like it was starred as if people were building. I'm like, who's building the item for ultimate that does 0 damage? Carrier checks that bush. That is Joksho's finish. That is a very tanky Gasante now. Baker's the only one who can damage him, and he's not scared of him as Yon is getting jumped on flash out. Here comes APA with the ulti, though. And Team Liquid, the full 5 are here. There's only 4 of T1 as Zeus is roaming down from top lane, but he should be here as well. And it is time to pull the trigger. That flash is so valuable. That is the damage source of Team Liquid here. And APA has been caught out, and that's going to be Owner down, and that's 2 locked in the ulti. Yon has no flash. Owner gets a double kill. And T1 find Team Liquid overextending. They punish them, and they're going to find 4. They're going to get the Baron off of this. Team Liquid overextend so hard. What are they doing? And Umti doesn't have ulti, though. But Faker has no way to really do anything if he doesn't charm. He's just going to run, dash out over the wall. And T1, okay, they didn't want to go for Baron because Umti was up, but I think they could have got it. TL, so close to giving over a lot more than just a dragon. That was a horrible misstep by Yon, playing way too aggressive, and gets caught by Faker. And now Umti forced to flash, and that is huge for Team Liquid, or for T1 now. Faker has the ulti now, and there's the charm, and there's the kill for Gumayushi, and it's 3,000 gold in the lead for T1, and it's actually Baron time. And this is just going horribly. It is falling apart for Team Liquid. There's the wall. It's only going to cut off carrier, really. The hook lands onto Zeus. They won't get him. He might die to the Ignite, actually. And T1 have to disengage. He'll survive the Ignite. But now Team Liquid are starting this. Keep it going. They're at 3,000. But Owner's the only one who has Smite. And he's forced into the... Are you kidding me, Team Liquid? They force Owner to go into stasis, and they're going to find the Baron. They're going to kill off Owner, and now the chase begins. Carrier's in the middle of no man's land. He is gonna fall, surely. No way he survives. There it is. APA takes the kill. APA steals the Baron. Team Liquid fight back. Owner. So close to perfect for T1, and Team Liquid go perfect on them. Holy cow. Team Liquid are taking it. They are sieging now. They are going to have so much value here. 4,000 gold already on the swing. Umti's in a little too deep, and he's going to have to start running away. He's not going to have a teammate to run to. And Umti is going to fall. Team Liquid overextend. Team Liquid need to calm themselves. They're feeling eager. They are feeling the pressure now that comes with almost taking a game off of a very skilled team. Off of several high adrenaline plays in a row. Like, the hearts are beating for Team Liquid right now. And then, oh my God. They are, like, they feel the pressure to do something. Because they have Baron, and because the gold is so even, they were feeling the need to do something. To find more. But they didn't need to find more. They just need to go with what they have. And now they surrender 2 mid turrets because of it. They really just need Umti to chill. Like, Umti really just needed to chill out there and just play with the team. They didn't need to go for an insane dive onto Faker. I don't know why TL went for that, or why Umti went for that play. That was just such a clearly bad idea. Like, you show that to 9 out of 10 Iron players, they'll tell you that's a bad play. Kind of play. Like, you have the Baron, you have Siege in 2 different lanes right now. You just need to sit and let the minions do the work as Lee Sin. And if T1 overextended, then you respond to them. But it's Faker. He has Spirit Rush. Why are you trying to punish him for overextending? Like, the last member you should be punishing for overextension is the Ahri. And this went from a 3,000 to... This went from a 4,000 gold swing for Team Liquid to a 2,000 gold swing for Team Liquid. This could have been game-ending if they played it properly. Impact, half health. Faker is a lot of damage now. What was tankable before is no longer tankable. Impact needs to be very careful here. While he was able to just run at Faker earlier, he can't do it anymore. Yawn, out of position, caught by the Chain of Corruption. And Owner gets airborne. Gets the flag and drag onto Core JJ. Core JJ has to retreat now. Team Liquid have overplayed position again in T1 punish. They need to check what they're doing. 20 seconds on the Dragon. They're not going to be able to reset in time if they want to go for this. As Impact... Oh, no. Impact. Not spotted. Wait, API is killed off Owner. What? And there's Guma. Weaver's Wall. Flash Force. Hook not going to connect. Guma able to get away with just a flash. But where was Owner during all that? We were looking at Impact because he was so close to dying. He was in a terrible position. But now it's Team Liquid who have no counter jungler. Or no jungle counter available. T1 need Guma to steal. He's done it before. He doesn't get it. It's going to be Chemtech Soul over to Team Liquid. And Faker chasing down... Getting chased down by Impact, but it's not really him getting chased down. He just kind of walks away. And now, another charm onto Impact. Impact needs to start running. The arrow's just not enough. Narrowly not enough. Chain of Corruption not going to connect, but now APA is here. No Weaver's Wall available. T1 have found themselves in a tough corner of the map, but Team Liquid will back off. TL are finding the value, but they are throwing it away nearly as much, but it's on the back of Owner. A huge fumble there from Owner is going to cost them. So how does Owner die here? Oh. Oh. Oh, Impact caught out, and Owner going to get the Cataclysm onto Umpty, and that's going to be a disengage, as there's the insect onto Owner, and the flash follow. Huge insect there. Great play, but it's not going to be enough. Owner ready to respond and get out. And Baron in 35 seconds. TL are fighting hard. They are fighting a tough battle. And Yawn and APA are going to need to pop off here. On the same end, Faker, Guma, and Zeus the quad carries of T1. This is a stressful position for either side to be in. This next fight will be the difference between 1-1 and 2. Oh, his core is almost taken off the map. There's nowhere to hook to. And that's going to be Faker picking off Core JJ, and T1 have put themselves in a great position for the next half of this fight. As that is a huge pick to start this fight off with 4v5 for TL. They won a 4v5 for the last Baron, but they got to do it again. There's no push available. They need to hit this engage. The Weaver's Wall is going to go APA. They need to get Guma. He has no flash, but they can't do anything. Can they get over the pit? Umpty needs to land this kick over the wall. Or not the kick, land this Q over the wall. As Zeus going forwards. APA is low. No Baron steal this time. And Guma's low, but he's going to survive because the stasis. One has to go golden. Yawn is down. Umpty will eventually fall. Faker is going to die to Yawn. Have TL found a way back into this. They need to stall. Core is on his way. The support of Team Liquid could be here to help save the day. There's the golden from APA. Owner is down, but APA is down as well at the hands of Zeus. Owner is so low. There's the Inferno trigger, and it's going to find Owner. And TL keep this one going. And you're full health again. So much lifesteal. But now Zeus is here. He's looking for more. Guma. This is an intense game already. TL are keeping pace with the world champs, and this is insanity. Yawn full build. Guma full build. Faker kind of full build if you don't want to, if you never upgrade some Edge Eyes. We'll see. But they allow so much damage to come through. Guma has so much damage there. And then Umpty has to go over. Zeus is zoning off Yawn and TL. Oh, Umpty just late. Painful. Just a little too late. What could have been Yawn going to pop the GA, and that's actually going to prevent Zeus from just killing someone. But then the jump on a Faker follows the Spirit Rush. Huge from Yawn right there to actually even up this numbers as best they can. And then jumping in. Owner thinks he could do something. He can't. They're able to get that. The auto will connect. But now it's a 3v3 again. Guma's no health. And this is insanity. The ADC's outputting 6,900 and 7,100 damage each. This is insane. Everyone's close to full build now. And this is just not going to get any less tense, is it? Oh, APA already chunked heavily. But Core able to go over the wall now. They don't know. But there's the spot out from Owner. Doesn't take the flag and drag, though. APA, so low already. Has to back. There's no way he sticks here. He can't afford to stay. Actually, those are the enhanced Oni Fruit, too. So they're really strong. Faker, no Spirit Rush. But it's on a 30-second cooldown. Who cares? And, oh, T is hunting. T1 checking everywhere, and T is finally spotted, but he's going to be able to flash away. The Condemn will connect. T is safe, though. The Fate's called Bird. T, 1 health. He needs to run. And he will be able to get out to safety. And it's Elder and 15. T did not want to get caught there. But it's going to cost them everything. It's going to cost them their position here to start this fight. For needs to be careful. They're going to jump onto Owner, and Owner's going to flash out. But now Core already so low. There's the depth charge out onto Guma. Faker throwing out damage with the Spirit Rush. Umti's back to half health, and he's going to be healing up more because of so much, but Core is already so low. They need Yawn to pop off now with his ulti. But can he? Does Umpty have a steal here? 50-50 T1 like these. And it's going to be the Elder Drake for T1, and that's got to be the game. Guma gets a kill. APA will answer in kind, but Zeus finds one more on a Core. There goes Yawn. There goes Impact, surely. Double kill for Zeus. Faker is fighting APA golden after golden, but that's gotta be it. The ace will come through for T1, and that's gonna be so close to the game ending. Can they end in time? That's the question. Can T1 enter in time to this fight? There's 20 seconds to go before Umpty is up. 15 before Core. I don't know if TL have the numbers, and they won't. Team Liquid will not be able to answer in game number 2. T1 go to match point. They just needed one wave to do it. And it is the brink of elimination for TL. It's reverse sweep time if you are a North American fan. What a game 2. Game 1 was close until it wasn't. Game 2 is close until it's over. And that is insanity. Team Liquid, despite their best efforts, lose game 2, but they are keeping it close with the reigning champions, with the MSI with a top 3 finisher of MSI last year. And wow. I was not expecting this at all. Like, I think it's still going to be 3-0, and I said it was going to be 3-0, but I didn't think it was going to be this kind of 3-0. The 3-0 where it's like, if TL win one fight different, this is a series. Like, if TL play the game one mid-game a little cleaner, and if one of these fights went a different way for Team Liquid, this could be a 2-0 for Liquid. Not realistic, but we could be looking at a 1-1 series at the least. If just one of those fights in game 2 went differently, and it's on the backs of Team Liquid. They played through Yawn. The Samira was going so hard that game. The T1 just have the better team plays. They know when to punish TL's aggression. It's just, TL were looking for the plays they wanted, and it just was too much. T1 had way too much plays planned. They spot out Umpty early, and they just make them walk into them. The 50-50s, either of those go a different way, who knows what we're talking about. And I guess if your game comes down to a 50-50, you could say that it's something that you should have played a bit cleaner elsewhere. But, whoo, I mean, the first Baron, but Faker, this is, I want to show this fight, because I agree with this. This is one of the fights that absolutely ended T1's game. APA way overextended, Yawn in the middle of no man's land to try and save his mid laner. And this is kind of the fight that kept Team Liquid on the back foot for so long, is they had to give over just so much here. They had to give over so much time, and that is the last thing you want to give T1 is time. They're scaling. They're scaling. They give Ari money, and then not Impact, sorry. But you give the Ari money there, which is absolutely huge. You give Faker a shutdown. And you give a champion like Varus and Kalista more time to scale because you're missing out on Drake, so one Drake early. TL honestly could have started peeling back to go to the dragon there, but they didn't. They overextended. They went for a hyper-aggressive play, and it got punished. And that's the one thing they need to reel back, because their aggressive play got them into this state, but their aggressive play is what lost them the game in the end. But, yeah. Emily has said it. We have not seen either of these two teams play clean this series. And sadly for TL, T1 playing a clean game is not required for them to lose the series. TL playing the cleanest games they've played all year is required for them to win this series because of just the disparity. Just the disparity between these two teams requires TL to play so much, to actually play clean games. Because T1 aren't going to lose games where you're making mistakes consistently. And TL have shown that. Or T1 have proved that this series, as TL played two or three fights messier than they needed to. And T1 won the game off of the back of those combined. And so, to win this series, TL need to clean it up. And I don't know if they can at this point, because if game 1 was the closest game you were going to, the closest you were going to get to taking out this team, game 2 really was that last shot, because I think T1 are done with TL now, and they're going to wrap it up and put it in the books. But who knows? Maybe TL have that KT in them. Or, well, I guess have that IG in them, the team they knocked out in 2019, or else maybe they got that Invictus Gaming 2018 in them to run the gauntlet against a Korean team, but we'll have to see, because this is brutal. Such a close series. This could have been tied, but who knows? So will T1 or will TL come back and start the reverse sweeps to at least take us to 4, or will T1 shut the door and break the spirits of NA and knock the last North American team out of the tournament? We'll have to see, as game 3 is up next. I'll see you then. All right, we are back for game number 3. TL backs against the wall for the rest of this series, as they need to find a trio of wins to take out the reigning world champions and remain in contention for the MSI championship. They're back on the blue side, and if they just run it back, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think they can. The surprise factor of the Samira, the shock factor of seeing that Samira is absolutely gone. Team Liquid need to get a more traditional ADC or come out with another surprise pick because T1 are ready for the Samira now. They're going to be more prepared to deal with it now that they've seen it in the series. So they've got to come up with a strategy that's going to get them back in this and not be Samira unless Yon is going to play really clean Samira. And this should be APA going back to the Tali as well, as it's unbanned again. T1 really didn't worry about it, obviously, as they did win that game. Raining out now. Can't open the window. It's hot in here. But Varus, and we're going to actually see Sejuani this time for owner. So a tankier engaged champion. He's been playing the Jarvan, so he's been on a bit of a more fightery engage, but now we're going to just see the full tank engage, someone to eat bullets, because that was actually something T1 severely lacked. Is someone with more CC and just a giant health bar. As that's going to be Nautilus Kalista locked in. That's pretty good for bot lane. And he's not legal. I don't believe Skarner's legal in the tournament. And it's going to be Corki anyways. Don't believe so. Sorry, I'm just going to look through that. But Corki, very good pick here for Faker. He's pretty used to it now. I'm just trying to find where. Talk about the bans. All right, Vi taken away now from Umti. It's still a very good champion, obviously. All right, Twisted Fate again taken away from Zeus. Trying to find. And Poppy taken away here from Team Liquid again. What is the final option? And the Alistar are going to be banned away here from Keria, so what's the Varus option going to be now? Because that is actually really big to get rid of those two. And it's going to be Rel. Okay. The top lane counter still secured for T1. But. Oh. What is the option? I don't think that's a good choice. That'd be funny, though. It'd be bad. This would be interesting. Intriguing? Intriguing? Nope, Cassante. Okay. All right, and they will have to lock in their jungler finally, so. What is Xin, Lee Sin available? Rek'Sai for Umti here. He's got a couple games of it, and it's just gonna be Vayne again. They're ready. All right. No disable. Okay, Garner's not disabled either. They could have picked it if they wanted to, but obviously teams not really comfortable with Skarner. Came out like a month ago. No reason to really lock it in. But the Vayne again. are they going to be able to stifle Zeus's Vayne? Because they really just didn't bother it for a long time and just allowed it to scale. And so that's kind of the issue that TL ran into, is that they just didn't answer Zeus for a long time and spent so much time answering everything else that Zeus actually kind of just got to scale for free. And it wasn't the most valuable champion on T1, but it was that extra bit of damage, that extra bit of tank shred into the Cassante that would really matter at the end. And we're going to have to see them probably actually put resources into the Cassante or lane swap it out. Or try to get it to be a little less valuable with the lane swap, but T1 already know how to play the lane swap better than most teams do, so they're very comfortable and very confident to just have the Vayne play off of lane for a while. We've seen Zeus do it before. We've seen Zeus just hover mid for quite some time on Vayne and Camille now. And of course, on champions like Cassante, usually just mirrors the, or not even mirrors, just shadows the jungle. So T1 can avoid any real issues against Impact. Like, whether he's facing into Impact or not, he will be fine. And TL are going to need to find an answer for that. As you can see, Impact already down in the bot lane. Maybe a lane swap could be. It's not a good position for Cassante either way, but he just kind of exists. If he can soak some XP, he's actually in an incredible spot at level 2, where it's a lot more playable with his double defensive utility. And we see the 5-point coming out, or well, I guess a 4-point, really. Okay, double lethal tempos here. Very useful into this rather tanky comp, actually. All right. They will be spotted if they go for this, and they spot out that ward, so they know. Umtit is going to go to the top side, call it a day. Doesn't need to really stick around for a long time. And they're actually going to answer this by stealing away the red side. TL spotted out on the top side, though. But lane swap is secured for both sides. Core is going to be hanging around for a while because he doesn't really have anything to do. Starting on Raptors means that doesn't need to go anywhere, as Impact is into Guma here. He's going to die. Impact is... They should be able to grab this. Oh. Unless... Okay, he's just going to execute. Stalls the wave out, so he actually can make it back. If he wants to teleport, I don't think he should. They don't know where the Cassante is going, but they're going to assume he's going back bot lane, as Yon and Core JJ just going to keep this going in the top lane. But Carrie's already here, so... Carrie and Zeus are already here, so what is Impact going to do into this? Nothing. Exactly. Nothing. He's just going to stand here and have to wait. Doesn't want to TP. He actually needs it to end the lane swap in case of emergency. As the rest of T1 is kind of functioning. The rest of Team Liquid also kind of functioning. APA is going to come down here as teleporting to topside here. They're going to end the lane swap. T1 are calling for the end of the lane swap as Zeus is resetting. And Core is back. If they can cancel a recall here, that'd be really big. There's the stun. There's the hook coming through onto Carry as well. This could be really big. That's going to be really big for TL, actually. Canceling the recall of Guma is going to be big. Delays them. They actually get to push this wave out. And if TL leave, or if T1 leave, they're missing out on Cannon Wave. they have to stay now. TL have once again put themselves in a great spot in the bot lane. As is chilling out in this bot side jungle right now. Here comes APA. Doesn't have ulti, but he's still strong. Owner's here as well, coming up through lane. And now 5-man in the bot lane. There's no teleports for T1. And there's a double stun coming through. Umti's gonna pick up first blood. They'll get impact in return. But that is real value for TL right there. And now Faker's down here to help out his, I guess, bot jungle. Not even his support anymore. But 1-for-1. Gonna call it a day. Man, it looked like it was 2020 there. You ever watch the first game of World's Final? Oh, never mind. Faker gonna get the jump on, dashing through. And now gonna continue the chase, just doesn't have it. Owner doesn't really have anything, doesn't want to go for the Q flash. So we'll just settle for burning APA down and forcing him to reset. As here comes Core. Core's not gonna steal anything here. As Owner gonna get hooked up here. There's the flash airborne, and it's gonna be flash for flash. And T1. TL are, I'm not even gonna talk about T1. Screw TL. T1, TL are kind of showing up impressively here against T1. Like, seriously, this is not what anyone was expecting from them this series. Most were expecting them to just kind of keel over, drop dead against a very superior opponent, but they are putting in the work. As there's the hook onto Carrier. He's gonna chunk him pretty hard. As there's the re-engage. Jan has flash here, and he will flash out. No cleanse. Will live. And TL will grab these first 3 Void Grubs. This is a series I've ever seen one somehow. Or unspotted, but they're hiding out. They might think they're going for the Drake. So the loop here can work, as there's the hook onto Carrier. There's no flash available. Carrier has the crash down, though. So this is pretty dangerous, but there's Guma. Faker's coming down. Has the ulti available. And there goes Jan. He is down. Faker's going to find this one. And Core, not long for this world either. Guma picks up that one. T1 answer the aggression again and punish it thoroughly. And now 2-0-1 on the ADC. Guma is very fed. Oh. TL have been putting the value into this bot lane after game 2. Or in game 2, they put a lot of value in this bot side, and now there's not a lot of value anywhere. Is that spotted? I don't know if that counts as... I don't know if the jungle pet is spotted here. But they're going to call it to go for it anyways. Umpty is just kind of here. They can't see the Drake on this. Nor can they see Umpty, as there's the jump in. As the ulti going to connect onto Core JJ. And the wall, and now Umpty going in, and they can get Core here. And they will grab, or Owner, and they will grab Owner. Core very low as well. But here comes Impact, flash forced out. Core going to jump under, but there's the all out onto Faker, and they're gonna get the mid laner of T1. And TL answer back. Great block on the Glacial Prison there from Owner. Or on, I guess, yeah, the Glacial Prison from Owner. Great block there by Core JJ. And T1 answer the double, or get answered on their double kill, on their jungle catch-out play. And then they wall perfectly. No one can touch TL here. They position so well. They cut off everybody. And then they all out onto Faker. They want him gone. It's not Guma. Guma is way too far back to be catchable, but they get 2 kills again. Like, they're getting a lot of value here. And onto the Rek'Sai is not a bad option. That pier. Oh, I love when players set up those insanely long pierces. As Impact actually a bit too far. There's the Chain of Corruption. There's the Shattering Strikes going down, and that is going to be Carrier picking up that one with the Ignite. Guma just doesn't have the damage yet. And a thumbs up. Thumbs up from Impact. Not much you could really do there. He kind of actually burned his Pathmaker. He really shouldn't have done that position. I think he could have actually decommitted. Oh, but they're going to land a hook on a Faker. What a read with the seismic shove from APA. And there it is. APA picks up Faker there. Very well played by Team Liquid in response to the bot play. And a sub 10-minute turret. Told you. Gonna happen. Eventually happens. And Faker... Or spots out Owner here. Don't think Owner's going to lose out at camp to a Nautilus with no smite. Oh, the jump onto Zeus. That's final hour. That's flash forced as well. And Jan's going to keep going. He wants more. Not going to get it. APA tanks a tower shot as well, but there's no more anything here. They can actually get this. There's no tumbles available, but he's 1 health. But there's the auto to come through as Faker gets all outed. I don't even know what happened there. I saw the path and I was like, that's a Valkyrie. All right, eventually it works. And TL grab T1. And now they're in control. They're still behind 600. I lied. It's the turret. The turret is actually the massive difference maker. But Guma gonna get another plating. This is gonna be his 4th or 5th or 6th one of the game. Been super valuable this game. Guma now only 200 gold ahead because Yon got another kill. Another one. If they can catch out Zeus here. And there's the roll. Reaction speed. Reaction speed test passed by Zeus. Now, TL kind of just needs to figure out what they're doing. As here comes the teleport. APA is going to stay. Faker's here. They're going to grab the turret at least, but that's a dead Talia. And will give his life for the turret. Starting the grubs out. They only need to grab 1 here, though. They can do something. TL in a spot they can't really go for the major objective anymore because APA dropped. They don't have the threat of that rotating AP carry. Impact gonna grab a plating in the bot lane. Faker will grab a plating in the top lane also. Do T1 go for this? They actually can. They have a lot more value than TL to have in this top lane right now. When they're pushing forwards, going to find him though. That's gonna force the Arctic Assault away to safety. Impact, Chailing, and Zeus is running. Or Zeus is running at him and he has to disengage. TL's still going to get these Void Grubs though. Wait, what? That's super good. It's going to be 6 Grubbies for the first time this series. And TL are in a great spot. And their turret siege is going to be huge. They already have Yon and Impact. And Impact already pretty much perma side lane. But Yon being able to shred turrets is going to be absolutely huge. APA on the side lane also going to be massive on those turrets. And there's the big missile connecting for Faker, but that's about everything they'll get out of that. Area's in pretty deep here, actually. But T1 have full control of the bot lane, so there's no worries about getting rotated on there. Y'all don't know where Faker is. They're finally going to see him as he comes back into vision. This wave instantly cleared by APA, but also instantly cleared by Faker. 2 seconds on the Herald, and we're here now. We're at the Herald fight. Or, well, the Herald spawn, as there's taking the red buff away from Owner. And this should be A Herald secured already for Team Liquid. T1 not really able to contest. And Liquid getting value here. Another neutral going over to them. Both sets of grubs and the Rift Herald. They've only given over a Mountain Drake, as there's the catch out onto Faker. But the Glacial Prison going to be huge in response. Faker able to get away with the flash. It's a flash for flash play. And a little bit of damage. So close to getting that. But they couldn't get the shove down. Oh, goodness. Oh. They get the seismic shove. That is surely a kill onto Faker. As they spot out Owner, I believe, actually. On that reset. Or with that reset. It's not really going to matter. They know nothing of importance. That gold dip. Yep, that's Core's kill. Or that is, wait. Oh, yeah, Carrier's first turret. Another rotation to the top side. That was the last game I was thinking of. And they're going to know. Faker's up here. Faker knows something's up, and I don't think Faker's going to be able to do much about it. There's 3 up here. That's the Valkyrie burn. Dodges the seismic shove, but that's about everything he's going to get. Umpty goes on a killing spree as the unkillable Demon King is taken down for the 3rd time this game. T1 using that knowledge of Umpty in the top side to get this dragon. But TL going to crash in this turret into the top side as well. They have a lot of Void Mites. The Void Grubs, this is a dead turret. It is so much damage to turrets at the moment. 6 Void Grubs plus all the Mites spawned from the Rift Herald. That is just a lot of value. And this Rek'Sai is a lot of value. 3-0-2 already. Umpty has been huge on the Land Shark. But Guma's going to be kind of the difference maker. Guma's still in this game by a lot. It's pretty even. Very even right now. With Yon. Piping a wave behind. Zeus is suspicious of something. Zeus is questioning if someone's here. And now T1 starting to... Or TL starting to push forwards here. They don't have a flash unburrow play available. As there's the engage. And there's the engage. Do they get the kill? They will. Yon goes on a killing spree. 3-0 in this game. 3-1. And TL, Zeus was right to be sketch. He was right to be skeptical because there was an ambush set up by Team Liquid ready to catch them. As Glacial Prison connects onto Yon, but they're actually going to be able to get him away. There's the ulti coming in. Double teleports now from Team Liquid. Core, Fate's called out, and there's Umpty getting out with the burrow, but there's the re-engage from Carrier, and that's going to be 1 going over to Guma, but Impact picks up another. Carrier's down now. APA has killed off the mid laner, or killed off the support, the best player in the world. Guma lives on 1 as Yon was throwing the spears. And it's going to be a 2-for-1, unless Zeus has something to say about it with Faker. But Zeus rolls away. There's the all-out onto Faker, but they're going to get Impact down. The final hour, they find Yon. They're going to find APA. Surely. Zeus is immortal. Look at this guy. 1 health. He is going. But there's the ulti from APA. He has the damage to finish this. But Zeus is still dodging. But finally, down goes Zeus. But it's going to be at the cost of Impact, which is a small cost. But are they going to keep it going? Carrier and Owner are here. Are they going to keep this going? And that's APA threatened. And here comes the teleport from Faker. Carry is tanking the turret right now, but Faker's going to get the shutdown onto APA. He's going to walk backwards instead of going in, as there's the stun onto Umpty to save Carrier for now. Owner and Guma's rotated up finally. This is going crazy. Owner looking for an engage angle, has 6 on the ulti. Can find something if he so chooses, but it's going to finally end. T1 end up 1,000 gold ahead. They get 2 turrets on that play. And it is absolute insanity in this. Oh my god. Guma is the benefactor. Zeus is definitely benefiting from all this. And then it just dodges that. But then Zeus keeps this going. He's spotted even in final hour. Doesn't matter. He's going to live. Look at this. And then we're going to see in mid on the minimap that all this is going. But look at this. We've seen some pretty good dancers this tournament, but Zeus has to be up there with one of the best. In the mid lane, you would have seen how hard Guma was nuking that turret. 2 items, including the Rage Blade. So he was shredding that turret to bits with his attack speed. Now Carrier over the wall. And TL answer back to T1's place. There's the wall from APA going down, and that's going to be a tool gone. A massive tool gone. From their Drake fight. Potential is 6 seconds on it. But if they can go forwards and find something, they're going to find Owner with the seismic shove into the Unburrow Force. The flash out. Chain of Corruption going to connect onto Umpty now. There's the Glacial Prison. Flash out, but there's the crash down into the Magnet Storm. Faker can hit a missile on Umpty. It'd be over, but it's not going to happen. Carrier, and there's the all out onto Faker. It's going to be 2. Yawn picks up 1 more. Can they keep this going? Can they survive? Snipe from Guma onto Impact. And it's going to be a 2 for 1. Yawn tanks the piercing arrow. T1 are looking to re-engage this. They have 3 members. They have a tank and double ADCs available, but can they get into the pit? Owner's here, spotted. It's going to be first Drake Soul over, or first Drake over for TL, but they're engaging onto T1, and they get Owner. Guma can't find core, and they're so close to getting this. The re-engage from Carrier is here, but I don't think they're going to do it. And TL get out with their lives. They get the first Drake. And this is huge for Team Liquid to delay the Drake Soul of T1. This game is so close. 300 gold apart. APA going to grab this turret here. Got an extra bit of gold. That's 1,000 gold from turrets for him. This is huge. Catch out on Owner. Force him to disengage. No flash. And then they give Umpty over. But Umpty's actually able to escape. He's so tank. He has enough health that he actually lives. And the Fury's healing him up. And then Impact, huge 2-man Pathmaker. The all-out is buff. You can't really dodge the all-out once you get clicked by it. It's kind of complicated. And then Yawn gets Carrier. They will give over Guma. Nice snipe here. Or give over Impact to Guma. Nice snipe. But that is it. As here's another fight. Chain of Corruption going to connect onto Core JJ. And it's not going to connect onto anyone else, actually. As Impact able to Pathmaker out to safety. APA is here. Now Carrier stuck. That's horrible for Carrier, but there's enough damage. Zeus running away with a depth charge on him. He was literally outrunning the depth charge. Guma going to find Core JJ. The supports are down. And that's going to be Guma picking up another one. This time onto Umpty. Yawn going to find Owner. 3-man. Just not enough. They're out of range of the piercing arrow. And TL able to get out despite going and make it a 2 for 2. Jungles and supports go down in this fight. Guma almost getting another pair of kills. He had so much damage. He's so damn good at this champion, but just doesn't have the range yet. Nice engage from Owner to lock down Core, but Impact just able to get out of the Chain of Corruptions, the chain's extension, and then Carrier is like, oops. But he's going to keep the lockdown here. That's going to be important because it allows them to grab Core in exchange for Carrier. And then they try to keep going on to Guma, but Umpty can't really do anything. They have Owner right there to tank up. And then the missile would connect, and oh my god, Guma just missed, just barely missing out on another kill. What would have been a triple right there. Now 3-item Varus. He is so strong. The Determined is going to be tearing people apart. In fact, he's just going to push in this bot lane. Has a lot of damage to turrets because of the Void Grubs and the mites that come out. The 6 Void Grubs is so much damage over time. So many mites. I think it's actually not that many mites. It might not be. I don't even remember. I rarely see 6 Grubbies. Area's just playing super far. See, going forwards. Impact. That is the Jock Show's finish. Core doesn't land the hook off of the Hex Flash. Owner just a bit too prepared. At 4-2-10, APA has been busy this game. My god. And this is just going to be Baron start. Do they know? APA and Umti can get this. They can duo this. They're not even aware. T1 don't even know. And Team Liquid sneak the Baron. Oh my god. That is huge for TL, actually. This is a T1 move. They do this to so many teams. Will just in the middle of nowhere start Baron. This is a team that love doing Baron on spawn. T1 have a history of just starting Baron on spawn and telling teams 5v5 us, you won't win. TL don't even 5v5 them. They just let APA and Umti sneak the Baron out from under their nose, the sneakiest of thieves. A slightly taller Toph and a brood mother. Stealth incarnate. Truly. All right. So T1 really just need to survive the siege. They need to just deny as much as they can to the base, but their inhib still exposed already from the earlier plays in the top lane. And now the package is out. Drake in 3 seconds. So T1 want to start finding their position, start getting aggressive, and take control of this bot river. As it was already started by Yon. God, Yon. Already started by Yon. God damn it, I did it again. And APA is just going to take the inhib here. They'll give over the Drake Soul point, but they're not going to care. Because Faker, in fact, is going to keep walking at him, and that's not going to connect. The Weaver's Wall coming in now, and there's the ulti from Faker. As Carrier's on the wrong side of the wall, but he's so tanky, but is he going to be able to survive for very long? He won't. Yawn. Killing spree. And now Faker trying to do what he can as Zeus is dancing again. We've seen him do it before. He's running. Again, just dodging everything. But Team Liquid back as 5. Can T1 engage? They can't. T1 will not find a response. It's a 1-for-0 in exchange for the soul point. And T1, even though they deny almost every single objective from Team Liquid during the Baron, it's still in favor of TL as they get the inhib. They get the one thing they needed to grab, inhib, so they have so much pressure now in that top lane constantly. And they can focus all their effort into getting this tier 2 in bot and the tier 3 in mid. Or tier 2 in mid. Sorry, I thought tier 2 was down in mid. And they instantly get it. T1 are getting pushed back. Team Liquid are putting up a fight of a lifetime here, eh? TL have 6 grubs, so they have so much damage even when they aren't doing anything. There's the wall. TL will grab this last tier 2 off the rift. And now it is control of the map galore for Team Liquid. They have so much they can do here. They are just so ahead in mid. They are so ahead in jungle. They are playing as a unit, and it's going great. Maybe this is the catch out. As there's the jump in onto Carrier. Carrier only going to be able to throw down the Magnet Storm as he falls to impact. And TL, this is their angle. They can start ending here. They can start the end. As Impact going to be able to push in the top lane, keep the pressure on. And the mid wave is coming in with APA. Zeus is bot side right now. And now T1, all 4 members that are living are here. But it's still going to be the tier 3 in mid gone. The tier 3, or not the tier 3, the inhibitor gone on top of it. Double inhibs for T1. And now they've been extended for about 2.5 minutes now. TL have just bought themselves over 230 in inhibitor time in super pressure as unspotted. They're backing off. They were spotted on the blue ward. So TL have to give that over. They can just do this again. They can do this with another bush. As there's a sentinel. But the regular ward going to spot out most of Team Liquid. So T1 will grab control back of their red side jungle. Baron in 46 seconds. What do TL have? They're not going to be able to sneak it as T1 are very much aware of the ability of TL to sneak the Baron, and also that TL are going to fight for this Baron because of the advantage they have. 4,000 gold ahead for the North American champions. And now it is time to see if TL can actually fight them 5v5 on the Baron. They've gotten a lot of good picks here to expand the lead. They have the inhibitor as well. If they just want to push in mid constantly, they can do that as well. And there's still supers when the Baron spawns actually in top lane. They could push in top and mid right now. And T1 just have to answer that. They can't afford to ignore 2 super waves. Both hitting their base. And TL, they're starting it. There's Owner getting bopped a little bit, but he barely takes any damage. And leaves. Core is still there, though. They don't know Core's here. Now they do. So T1 are aware of the positioning of Team Liquid. But now the vision is gone. They are blind entering this. They only can see Core, and now it's darkness. The darkness has overtaken the top side of the jungle for T1. APA just going to keep pushing in. Ooh. T1 going to go for the Drake, and TL are just calling. They're saying go for the Baron. They have the pushing power. They have an inhibitor down for 2.5 minutes still. And Impact is instantly going to finish off this inhibitor as it respawns. And the super, not even super minions, just the empowered minions will be able to shred this turret as there's the buffer coming through onto Faker, and Faker kick it over the wall. And now Carry is stuck, but he's going to be able to flash just in time. Core is overextended, but they can really just ignore T1 here. As Zeus can't go in against 5. Surely he can't. TL can just disengage. Take these recalls and go again. Do another run of this. They have 2 minutes to push as much as they can. They are looking for this bot lane now. XXL, huge for the double, maybe triple 80 carries, depending on how you look at it. Corky's not really an 80 carry at the moment. But the double 80 carries of T1 will greatly appreciate this. So, TL. And 40 minutes last game. Are we going to go 40 minutes again? We went like 44 last game. T unspotted. And now they know he's there as he clears out, or he shoots right at a ward. They don't know he's here. Knows Owner is here, or someone's here. He doesn't know who it is. And they're going to jump onto Faker. There's the flash engage into the seismic shove. And APA is going to take out the unkillable Demon King yet again. And now an inhibitor down, a minute on this Baron buff. The minions are going to start pouring in now as the mid lane has this last wave of supers. Can TL finish T1 here in game 3? Extend the series. There's another turret gone. TL will have destroyed every turret in this game now if they win. Will they finish the job? They have 35 seconds. They have 25 till Faker is back up. There's the jump onto APA, but APA is still able to survive, and he's going to be able to flash away. They're just ignoring the fight, or ignoring the minions. They are fighting right now. There goes Zeus. And it's 5v3. T1 will not sweep aside North America once again. We will be going to game number 4 as TL steal a game against the world champs. And this is absolutely unfathomable. A team that wasn't even expected to be the best in their region suddenly are up there with G2 as the best performing Western team at the tournament. Though G2 beating TES is a bit cooler than beating Fnatic, but Team Liquid, oh boy. Baker said, Impact, it's nice to see you again. I hope we have a good game. And boy, are they having a really good series right now. TL finally find the angle to take a game. And this could have been, again, a different series had one or two things gone differently. But TL survive one more game at MSI. And now they're making T1 sweat. It is insane. TL are on the verge of doing something, or can do something now that the win is there. They could do something NA hasn't done in 6 years. Like 6 years ago was the last time NA has beaten the LCK in a best of 5. C9, the last team to do it. My God, this is insane. TL, the last team from North America to win a best of 5 against another major region. The only 2 teams they've beaten in best of 5 since themselves with the Golden Guardians last year at MSI, and Worlds play-ins, it was Royal Youth, the Turkish team, I believe, C9 3-0'd them. That is it. That is every win NA has had since TL went to MSI Grand Finals. They have not won an international BO5 against a major region since IG. Will TL bring us to Silver Scrapes with the hopes of NA riding on them, or will T1 finish the job for real this time and put to rest this silly TL business? I will see you for game number 4. All right, welcome back for game number 4. TL take game number 3 to avoid getting swept, but they still gotta win 2 more if they want to avoid getting eliminated from MSI 2024. T1, don't know what happened in that game. I expect them to clean it up. Here, as they go back to the blue side, Talia has to be taken away because Faker would be able to get his hands on it immediately. But TL keep playing the way they are, and we might be seeing silver and some scraping, or hearing some scraping. You can't really, I mean, you can see scraping. It's not really a thing that is just audible, but it's not raining anymore. Yay, updates. Improvement. Nautilus taken away from Core JJ. He's been having a really good series of it, actually. Good pair of games on the Nautilus, so I take it away. And Ash still gone from Carrier. But now because Talia's gone, they actually get Faker his Orianna. And that's not a bad trade-off if you are T1. TL might be a bad thing. It depends on what ABA can do. We've seen some Oriannas make ASOLs look goofy. So APA really can't afford to take this into the ASOL if he wants to win, because the Faker got made goofy from Caps earlier on the ASOL in their previous series, and I assume APA would look goofy against Fakers. And is it going to be Ziggs? It is. They're slamming the Ziggs here with the Kalista. APA is going to get one of his favorite champions still, and by far one of his best champions still. All these silly times later, still play Ziggs a lot. They're gonna slam the Senna Kench again. And they're going back for the Senna Ornn. Oh, baby. Okay. And wait a minute. APA is gonna obviously hover. He hovered Ziggs earlier. I don't think this is going to be Core JJ on the Ziggs support or Yawn on the Ziggs APC with Core on Kalista. I think this is just APA having some fun. He's not smiling, so maybe he is serious about this. Nope. Gonna be Rel for Core JJ. Played a lot of this on Rel's release year, actually, in 2020 and 2021. A lot of Rel. Rel 2021? Ah, balls. I actually find out. That's stuck in my head. Rel released in 2020. End of 2020. So 2021. A lot of Rel games for a lot of supports, as they had to pick up the champion rather quickly a few months before the season started. Twisted Fate taken away from Zeus again, so that does kind of tell me they're going for the Cassandra here. Can't see them not going for it at this point, because they don't really need. Maybe they go for it and they give something like Xin or Jarvan. Oh, well, Zin's taken away. Never mind. Maybe the Lee Sin for then? I can't really see them going for anything else if they want to go for the direction that I assume they're going in, which is impact on a tank. Because I don't see them putting impact on something like... Yeah, they're going Cassante. Okay. This is a Cassante 4-pick, it seems. Because I don't see impact going something like Vayne here. I don't think impact has a Vayne in him. Not that kind of Vayne, but the champion Vayne. I don't think he can pick Vayne here. I don't think he has it in him to do it. So this is Cassante B or R4. Unless they're giving it over. Wait, what? Huh? Oh. They're confident. And Impact's having a laugh. He knows he's going Cassante, but he's having fun with it. Wait. This is a completely different angle if this is what they go for, but no, it is going to be the boring Cassante. And they're going to hover it right back, obviously, because they're going to go for it. Oh? Damn. Oh, damn. Guma having fun hovering. A bunch of other AD carries they could go for, and this would be absolutely insane if Owner goes for this. This would be so good if Owner goes for this. Counters everybody on Team Liquid right now. No one would be able to escape. They had a really strong game one with it. I can't see why they wouldn't go for it, and they will go for the Poppy jungle here for Owner. And what is the jungle going to be for Core JJ now? Or not Core JJ. What is Core going to lock in for It's going to be really hard to convince him to go Lee Sin now. They need damage, though. They don't have Vi, they don't have Zid. They need a damage dealer in the jungle right now, or setup man. So I'm thinking Jarvan, or Lee Sin, or Lilia. Okay, This is another interesting draft Ooh. Team Liquid. I don't hate their draft. I don't love it. I don't love it. I think APA on the Ziggs is more of playing to not lose rather than playing to win into the Orianna here. Impact has actually been really fine into the counter picks. Despite the series scoreline, Impact has been pretty much okay on these counters. He's been getting countered all series. Game 1, they took the Camille into him. He was winning into the Camille until the rest of the team got involved. Game 2, they took the Vayne. That game was insanely close, of course. Game 3, they took the Vayne again into the Cassante. He won. In Game 4, they're taking the Vayne again, and T1 are hoping this time it's the end and that they finally get the better of Impact in top lane and convert that into the rest of the map, because Zeus really hasn't been a factor. He's mostly just been there for a lot of this series. That's a dude in pajamas. I love that. Dude just came to MSI in his pajamas. What? No, but for T1, both Impact has been a huge factor of TL staying in the series. Zeus has just not been there. Zeus has been mostly in the background supporting Fire. He's been keeping Impact in check, but that's about all he's been doing this series, is keeping Impact in check, and it hasn't really worked. So what is the angle here? No lane swap shenanigans, as Lilia and Poppy are just fighting to the death right now. And Yon and Keria fighting as well, but Keria needs to be very careful. But he will be fine. In the end, Keria has a lot of damage put into him, but he's able to recall still before anything happens. He has the time to. Oh. Poby. Hey, Poby. I don't even know if he's on the team anymore. I think he's back in Challengers. But where? TL going for the lane swap. I don't know if it's spotted or not. They spot out Guma, so they know something's up. Again on the Senna. I'm still not a massive fan of the Senna. It provides a lot of value, but I just don't think it's what team or what T1 should be playing into. Impact. Trying to loop back, not going to be able to. Guma going to grab a stack. And he's going to just help carry it down in bot lane again. Or spotted in mid lane. There's nothing he really has to do right now. Is Impact going to give over a second soul? I really do. I don't hate playing Senna. I would want to play some Senna. His Impact is just getting XP right now. He's able to, as it is a... excuse me. As a Senna, Ornn lane, it's not very hard for him to gain any XP. And so, Umti actually does grab wolves, okay. And he's going into his red side, skips over red buff here. Should be able to just path over to the red side of T1. Or the blue side, not red side. Wonder, going to lock down Impact here. There's no flash on Impact, so Ghost burn, and I don't think Owner's going to keep this one going. No real reason to. Oh, the root doesn't connect, and Impact's going to be able to survive. And that's so much time wasted. As Owner has fallen behind in camps now, and he's going for it again. Umti going to be able to take away a lot of value here. TL going to reset in the top lane now. Or reset their bot lane in the top lane. But they're going to go for the dive. As there's the flash out of APA. Already the root down. First blood to Faker. So the play does work out for Umti, or for Owner in the end. But Umti going to be ahead in camps. Still a lot of value. Owner still has to clear his entire bot side. This whole turret is gone. Keria has deleted this entire turret with the help of Zeus and Guma. The turret platings are huge in the bot lane right now. Meanwhile, they only get one in top lane. T1 are still outplaying Team Liquid, even when Team Liquid actually do really well. So waste a ton of time from Owner, just chasing someone he can't kill off at the moment. They would have got him if Uma got the root, but that's about it. As there's the buffer, or the dodge, not even a buffer. The juke, as Jan is back down bot lane now. That looks so weird when it crosses that barrier. Or, going to try and threaten Guma. Really be able to. Faker has the damage to threaten APA, though. Team Liquid known for their... Or no, that was TSM known for 5-man... for their 9-man sleeps. His Impact is 2 levels down right now on Zeus, and Zeus is just going to be able to abuse this fact. And the range diff to just do whatever the hell he wants in lane, pretty much. So what is... Oh my god, 19 CS ahead. 4 right now. Are there any other massive XP advantages anywhere else? Owner obviously is behind a whole level. And simultaneously, APA going to lose out on this level 6 here before Faker can do anything. And they're being so weird. That is going to connect onto Faker. Nothing really going to come of it. Faker dropped a little bit lower. That's really it. He's hanging around his pillar there. Jon gonna get some more damage down. As there's the flashing gauge onto Guma and Keria. That's gonna be the kill going to core with the ignite. And they get another 2v2 kill. That is where Team Liquid have been killing them. Is this bot lane. And now they're going for the redive. The regank. Do they know? Do they know? Do they know? They can try to go for Keria, but they won't. They're just going to switch over, send core back to base, and grab these Krugs away. And now everything is going so well for TL, or for T1. TL got back in the game, and T1 denied them that extra bit of value. This controller not going to spot them out on the Raptors. Is the Pet going to spot them? No. An Owner caught out, and the sleep going to come through. It's onto Goom as well. But there's no value. Core needs to run as has value. Still so much damage. The stun connecting. The E not going to connect with the volcanic fissure. The molten fissure. That's over the wall. There goes Core. And Core's going to pick up a second kill. And Team Liquid even out this gold lead. Now looking for Keria. Still very, very strong. Team Liquid continue to create so much advantage for themselves here. Team Liquid. Great engage here by Core JJ. The cleanse just not in time. And the flash is too late. Is contested here. They should be able to grab this Drake still. But here comes the Ornhorn. And that's going to be huge damage onto And that's going to be Guma finally getting a kill. And now Core coming in from behind Jan. Getting knocked up. As Core is going to surely die here. Dodges the root, but it's not going to be enough to survive. Keria picks up the kill onto Core JJ. Yon. Keria again missing. And there's so much damage. Great cleanse from Yon, but he's going to get grounded by the Steadfast Presence. And it's going to be Guma picking up a second kill here. And Yon, it was going so well, but it's just one input. Misinput, I should say. And Zeus is just waiting for Impact to throw out anything. He's waiting for the final hour to get burned. And he's going to get condemned. I think Impact should have ultied earlier, but it's still a fine play. Gets a ton, but if he overextends, this is going to be all for nothing as the Ghost forced out of Impact now, and it's an overextension from the TL top laner. And TL overextend too many times. And this starts out so strong. Guma's able to position really aggressively because Umti has no mana. No ulti, no mana. That's easy. But then Core missing this engage. And then Yon able to escape to safety, but Core doesn't have the speed. Then maybe they think Yon can go back here. It's so close. So close. Keria missing again. Oh, Impact over and out of position. Teleport coming in from APA, and I think this is a terrible teleport. Umti gets ejected. It was a good teleport until Umti gets ejected. Great flash condemn. Great flash back, though. But it's not going to be enough shockwave out from Faker. And TL are reaching as there's the snipe from Guma as he goes on a killing spree. And Team Liquid have done enough. T1 have had enough of this silliness, of these shenanigans from the North American champions. They are looking to seal the deal, put them in the dirt. Bakor way out of position. Yon going to be able to save him for now with the Fate's Call, and Yon will be able to get out on top of it. And Team Liquid are reaching for anything they can. They've realized they are in a hole and they need to dig themselves out, but now they are just digging themselves deeper. As Umti, what are you doing here? You can't afford to be positioned up here, but he's going to go for the ultimates. He's going to try and get Owner down, but it's not even going to be enough. Yon is coming in. They just don't have the damage, though. Umti only has Swifties and a Blasting Wand. He has, what, 40, 50 extra AP? As there's Owner, Hex flashing over the wall, and he almost gives his life over for the cause, but not going to quite there. As TL going to keep getting aggressive, but there's the flash in from Faker, and it's going to be Faker on a killing spree. Zeus finds one. I don't know. Does Umti get him back? No, double kill. It's going to be traded back into Umti at least, but Owner's here, slowing down Core JJ. The stun is there, but so is Owner's Q, and T1 are firing on all cylinders. They are putting the hurt on Team Liquid. It seemed so good for them for so long, and it's finally over. The good times of this series have come to an end for TL. T1 want to advance to the semifinals. They want to get a shot at the MSI championship again. The title they have been denied for 3 years now. As ulti coming in. Going to connect. The flash E. There's the brittle, the condemn. And Zeus has 4 kills. APA going to at least be able to grab a turret back. Poor JJ is getting smacked up by the Lilia. Zeus going to finish off this tier 1 in mid. Keria is just going to keep going. He's higher level than the enemy jungler at this point of the game. Owner's here. He's going to grab that one. Grab the Scuttle Crab away from TL. And it does seem that T1's tournament, or TL's tournament run has concluded swiftly after 4 close games, or after 3 close games. It's not going to be much, but maybe they have something in them, but they need money, and they just don't have any of that right now. 7,000 gold behind. They don't know where. Faker doesn't know. There's the engage on the core, or from core. They hit APA back. There's the shockwave. Maybe they get something, but here comes Owner. There's the dawning shadow to save Faker as Faker goes on a rampage. And now the answer back. Double kill for Faker. And Team Liquid keep swinging for the fences, and they keep striking out. And then Guma is getting jumped on by Yawn. And it will be a shutdown for Yawn, but it's Guma and the Owner picking up that one. And it is brutal. Faker has no mana, but there's no way APA catches here, so there's a disengage, easy peasy from Faker as APA is going over the wall. He wants this turret down. He's going to get it. Is he going to get APA as well? The teleport coming in. He's just going to steadfast presence away. Faker, nice use of the W there to speed up Faker. Or to speed up Owner and get out to safety. There's just an Owner instantly from Carrier. He's going to get juggled out of his ulti. But Impact still fine as Owner is still here. And now Faker's back on the board. Core doesn't even have ulti yet. He's forced to flash right into the waiting hands of Guma. And TL were fighting over a dead turret. And maybe they get something. But Yawn already getting chunked by Zeus. Final hour has arrived for Team Liquid indeed. And now Yawn getting slowed down. Can't hit anything. Zeus finds one. Will he find Yawn as well? No. Yawn able to escape. Core going to stall for time at least. But he's still going. Zeus should be able to shred Core JJ to pieces. It's a double kill as Zeus has 6 on the game. Oh, Guma could have got the auto there, but he actually went for the Q on the ward as there's the all-out from Carrion, and they'll get the shutdown at least onto Impact. But that's all they're going to get. Faker dominating now. There's APA, and it's going to be a delay. They're going to stall him. Double kill for Faker as he goes godlike. 7-0-2 in this game. And the unkillable Demon King has finally shown up in this series. 2-0-10 already for Owner. We're 17 minutes into this game. TL are down 20-5. They're down 11,000 gold already. Team Liquid are... What happened between then and now? I don't know. But then and now are drastically different as Carrius instantly firing the ulti. Yawn able to jump away, but there's the ulti forced out. There's the shockwave onto Yawn. And it's going to be Carrier picking up that one as T1 continue to put them in body bags. The engage. There's the 2-man sleep. The Dawning Shadow going to keep him healthy, but there's the bomb going over the wall. Or not over the wall, but going over. And now Zeus trying to run away from Impact, and he's going to almost pick up Impact there, just missing out on it. But Zeus going to continue to run, has another roll in him, and he's actually going to send back to spawn as Zeus goes on a rampage, shut down for APA, but I don't know if that's how they planned this, as Impact getting chased down. And what just happened there, I don't even know, but Owner has gotten the engage, he's gotten the shield, but does APA get this one? No. Able to get away. And Owner so low. APA just can't get him down. And oh, they get Carrier. And the teleport out from APA, and everyone's gonna be fine. What is going on here? There is nothing going Team Liquid's way. $4,000 gold in the support role. Is not very heard of. Gets a nice ulti here. and they kill one eventually. As everyone able to just walk away. Zeus doesn't even have flash. It just keeps it going. And then boom. Oh, there goes Impact with the Ornhorn. He's half healthed already. This is an accelerated flash in from Carrier. He's gonna get all out of it, but he's still gonna be able to pick up the kill. APA gonna grab that grab that first turret for Team Liquid. They get something in response at least. X-Flash. Tier 2 gone in mid. Here comes the Rift Arrow, the teleport. He's not even going to get the turret. Carrier gets the turret down. 20 minutes. And they are on to an inhibitor. And they're going to send this one into the tier 3 and top lane next. There goes the tier 3. That is gotta be all she wrote for Team Liquid. T1. The Baron has just spawned and they're already in the base. Core going for an engage there. They will get Zeus at least. The Poppy running away with the Rift Herald, but there's Owner, and they're gonna finally commit the ulti. The engage. Carrier finds one with the Airborne, though. And Guma just has damage now. He's so fed, actually. APA's back, though. Owner going to be able to run away. Guma forced to flash. He's trying to grab Yawn, but he will give his shutdown over to APA. His Carrier is just gonna keep going. And there's something back for Team Liquid as Yawn is on a killing spree. Only 10,000 indeed. T1 are just giving into the aggression. They are allowing themselves to just go absolutely ham. They get Zeus. They will get Owner and Guma as well. Or no, they only get Guma. Owner actually runs away. Owner's actually able to just run. Carrier's here to just stopgap. Oh, they get Carrier. That's right. They're not Owner. And this is Team Liquid just going for the plays, whatever they can. They are punishing the overaggression of T1, but T1 are only this aggressive because they're 10,000 gold ahead already. They are pretty confident in their gameplay, to say the least. 2 dragons, though. 2 Drakes taken this game. This would be one heck of a comeback. This would be one hell of a Season 2 CLG kind of comeback. As there's the engage. On to Core JJ. Owner able to get out, and Core barely survives. And it's Baron time. This isn't really... like, this is a very T1 move to go for the Baron, but not like this. They're super far ahead. It's not even like a question. It's obviously like the smart move to go for this. As Impact is chunking out Cassante at this point. That is how strong this team is. The Cassante is getting chunked. Oh, they send all 3. Are you kidding me? All 3 members of Team Liquid are sent away by Owner's verdict. And the base is going crazy. The Winions are going hard on this base right now. They're about to get half a Nexus turret. Zeus just going to keep walking forwards. All of T1 are thinking the same thing. Let's put an end to this one. Let's go home. And tier 3 down. Every structure will be destroyed by T1. As they curb stomp Team Liquid in game number 4 and are continuing to do so. Technically not over, but it's not looking good. As there's a huge engage with Owner and the Shockwave. They're gonna sleep Owner for now. They'll wake him up and Owner's still alive. As there's a 1-for-1. Maybe they keep it going. It's 2-for-1. 2-for-2 now. But the base is completely wrecked. Faker and Zeus just dancing around the edges of this fight. Carrier's just standing in the middle of everyone. Faker gonna go legendary. They're looking for Zeus. They'll get him. But the Winions end this game and end this series. T1 knockout Team Liquid 3-2-1. And it was nice while it lasted, Team Liquid. You got 3 games to try and upset the gods. You got one of them at least. You got one win. Could have possibly been 2 or 3 even. But T1 overpowered Team Liquid and send the LCS champions back to North America to wait for the summer split as T1 have a rematch with G2 on Friday. Their 6th all-time best of 5, where G2 are looking to get back for their narrow loss at the hands of their narrow loss at the hands of T1 in the upper bracket semifinals or quarterfinals. And TL getting a huge cheer after a rather impressive showing against the superpowered T1 and a standing ovation for their final bow at MSI as the lower quarterfinals come to a close. 3-1 for T1, which follows the 3-0 from the previous series yesterday, G2 versus Top, and it is to describe what's going on, Jan has broken down a little bit. He's getting emotional. TL very sad right now. They're doing one last huddle on stage as Jan is absolutely devastated, of course. An incredible showing against Fnatic, where they took it to the EMEA 2 seed and punched their ticket to this match. And especially for Team Liquid, it wouldn't probably have hurt nearly Umty's also pretty sad about. But TL smiles on the face. Besides Jan, who is just overtaken, of course, it sucks to lose this. And Impact, really sad. He's not having a good time, but TL, it definitely hurts more because it was close. Usually it's if you're a team that isn't expected to win, sometimes making it close makes it better. But for Team Liquid, it hurts not because you lost, not only because you lost, but because you could have won the series. It isn't, oh, we made one game close in a sweep, or we made one game close in a 3-1. TL made 3 games close in a 3-1 series. They could have won this series had 2 things gone their way. And the last one just getting absolutely stomped has to hurt the most after what was a very competitive series. But Team Liquid put up one hell of a fight against T1, and they tried their damnedest and put up some good games, but too many mistakes cost them the series as T1 were tightened up and ready to destroy people in the final game because they were tired of Team Liquid's anything. They were tired. This actually didn't happen in the G2 series. The G2 series was a very narrow final game, but T1 maybe have finally arrived. They've been kind of shaky this tournament, though. Rough games to G2, rough games to BLG. TL made this a series, which shouldn't have been the case. TL overperformed, yes, but T1 have been thoroughly underperforming this tournament. This is more akin to some of the previous World Championship performances seen from T1 as they tried to climb back to glory with this roster. This is not the T1 we were expecting to see entering this tournament, and they are continuing to possibly give us reason to doubt them. So we'll see how they do, because we'll see how they do against G2, because that's going to be the last test before, I mean, if they win that series, it is that series will be the last test before they face either their regional rival in Gen G or the team that knocked them out of MSI last year, BLG. They've got one series to tighten up, because when it comes, I mean, technically this was the series to tighten up, because when it comes to teams like G2 even, they're not going to, G2 are coming into this series chip on the shoulder. They feel that they should have won that first series against T1, and they're going to come in ready to knock out the world champions. They're not just looking like TL. They're not TL coming into this just looking to survive the series. They are looking to win the series. Like TL came in, win a game, awesome. Almost win 2 or 3 games, great. G2 already have won games against you. They're looking to go for the jugular and punch and go to top 3. They are looking to claim their first top 3 appearance in 5 years. It's been a long time since they have been top 2, let alone top 3 at a tournament. So G2 are coming in ready to destroy. But that is a story for Friday. That is it for today's Kimchi Cast for MSI 2024 3-1 T1, which is not what we were expecting, especially a close 3-1. Like, literally, the only game that wasn't close was Game 4, which is concerning for T1, and hopefully some peace of mind for Team Liquid coming into the summer split and what maybe could be Worlds. This roster has only gotten better with time, so who knows where this team will go in the summer split. Maybe they will end up at World. Maybe they will have an incredible summer split run that gets them a 1 seed. Who can tell? That's 2 months from now. So we got a lot of waiting to do to see Team Liquid come back to run back their championship season, which is also weird when I think about it. But tomorrow is upper bracket finals. We will see which Eastern region champion will send themselves to the MSI finals, and which will await the winner of T1 G2 Billy Gaming take on Gen G tomorrow. And that is it. So have a good whatever time of day it is, morning, night, evening. I got nothing else. I can't think of any other ones. So that is it, and I will see you tomorrow.